Turtle Gang, hit that like button as you come in. Dolly!
Like the fire in a cheetah, like a star about to fall. A fever rush inside me when I see her. I'm a dice roll, and I can feel my heart skip a beat or two. I don't know how to breathe, I don't know how to breathe, and I can feel within I am black and blue. Can't explain what she released, can't explain what she released when she said, and I said,
what is up, Turtles? Good to see all my beautiful people today.
like a beat getting stronger, feel the air around her, dance like a falling leaf.
There's a serial killer on the loose.
Radio, out on the patio, we'll find a dream to see.
Make sure y'all like this video. Thumb it up. Thumb it up. Don't be greedy. 300 people and only 100 likes.
To my bones, like a shiver, oh, the image of our fusion. In a moment we stole, in a moment we stole, and I said,
We need to do something.
and I said,
Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. Hit that like button.
like a beat getting stronger, feel the air around her, dance like a falling leaf, like a song on the radio, out on the patio,
Texas Wild One, welcome.
like a beat getting stronger, feel the air around her, dance like a falling leaf, like a song on the radio, out on the patio, we'll find a dream to see. Like
Good to see you too. Turtle Gang! And all my haters watching out there, what is good? It is your boy Dolly, back in the house again. Yolanda, boom! Thank you for the super sticker. We ain't even got it started yet. Yolanda done broke it out with a twin. Okay, so anyway, who told y'all there was a serial killer on the loose? Your boy Dolly told you, because Dolly don't want you getting killed, right? Dolly's like, look, Idaho, you got a serial killer, right? I've been telling y'all guys, I don't think it's a college kid that did these brutal murders, okay? But the crazy thing is, serial killers these days are riding around in Hyundai Elantras, okay? Hyundai Elantras seem to be the preferred vehicle of serial killers, okay? So if you see a Honda Elantra, run, hide, quick as you can. Thank you, Illusion. Hey, listening and supporting, really sick, but love to you all. Well, we hope you feel better, Illusion. Get better, I hear, it's wintertime, flu season is really bad. Be careful, guys. Make sure you wash your hands. Stay away from people. Social distance is always good, because I don't like people up on me, okay? Back up. 6 feet. Still in effect, okay? Especially for the hater channels. Y'all got to stay at least 6 channels back, okay? So anyway, there's still on the hunt for this car real heavy. They're even checking the borders right now. That's a long way from a damn border, you know, but I'm assuming the Canadian border, stuff like that. I don't know if they're checking the Mexican border for the car, but they are heavily hunting for this car, and they believe this car is directly involved in whatever happened in this house with these college students, okay? Now, they are saying now there's a threat or a possibility that this killer could strike again. You know what I'm saying? While you in the shower. Oh, wait, that's Norman Bates. Wrong one. This one likes to get you while you're sleeping. Look, don't go to sleep. You can't die. How about that? Look, just people in Idaho, don't sleep. Okay? Go down to Alabama. Them people down there never sleep. I hear they got a big meth problem down there in Bama. They never sleep. Football team's great, though. Roll Tide, right? But anyway, they don't sleep. Them people don't sleep. So, you might need to get, you know, you couldn't be a serial killer in a meth town, right? Because them people don't sleep, okay? They just don't never go to bed, so you can't kill them, all right? Unless you do it in the daytime. But then it's hard to get away with a murder in broad daylight. I'm just saying. So, there is a killer loose on the realness in Idaho. And there is the threat, the real threat, of that this killer could possibly strike again. Now, they have some big stuff going on, celebration or ceremony going on there in Idaho this weekend. And, you know, there's going to be people out partying, celebrating, doing their things. And, you know, that's kind of what happened last time. Parties broke out, people were at the club. Next thing you know, people dead. Now, I don't think the serial killer, honestly, is going to strike again right now. Okay? Because, you know, to be a serial killer, you got to kill with no motive. Then there's a cool down period. And then you have to kill again with no motive. To be a serial killer. So, I believe that these killings have been going over the last 15 years. Okay? This ain't a young person that's done this. I've been saying this. It's not a young person. That type of killing takes somebody with some killing experience. Unless the young person is a hunter or something like that, or has some military experience. But I'm believing whoever was in that house had the ability to take lives like that horrific, is somebody that's done it before. And the police knew this, and I knew this from the start. I said when they started saying it was a targeted attack, I was like, man, this is not a targeted attack. A targeted attack would have been like, okay, I want to kill this person. I'm going to go in this house, and I'm going to kill this person. And if nobody else sees me, then I'm just killing this person. That would have been a targeted attack, okay? You go in a house, you just start killing everybody you can find, you a killer. That ain't a target then. You just, you know. So I knew it wasn't a target, but what are you going to come out and tell the public right in the beginning when there's a horrific murder? We got a killer on the loose, but we don't know who it is. You can't say that. So they hit him with that, what kind of white car? It's a Hyundai Elantra 2013, okay? Somewhere 2013 to 2015 that they're searching for. They believe this car is not the one that was on the body camera from the cop, but there is a car that they're searching for, and all the cars that are in the neighborhood so far have not been the car that they're looking for. Sheila's been a member for 11 months. 11 months, and Jimmy is still the best on YouTube. You right, you know it, okay? The heavyweight champion of the world. YouTube world. Right here, Dolly Vision. Bring it on, Jake Paul. I'll whip your ass. Old man, get in there and boop. Nah, I'm just kidding. Jake Paul beat me up. You see how big that young boy is? Shit. You knock me dead. I take the money, though. I ain't gonna lie. I take the money quick. I go right out there and get my ass whipped for a good meal. I'll be good then. You know, we had the command center. We'll be on the road. I'll be a little retarded from getting hit by that young boy. But hey, I'm already retarded. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't gonna hurt me that too much more. All right? Who and what happened? Okay, so like I was saying, the police are putting out this notice, you know, that there is a possibility that this killer could strike again, and he could be at your bedroom window tonight, okay? So if you hear something outside, shoot first, ask questions later, okay? I'm just kidding. Don't shoot nobody. Don't shoot nobody. It could be the neighbor walking by. You know, next thing you know, I watched Dolly. He had me scared, okay? I thought the Idaho killer was in Nebraska, okay? Dolly, you're killing me. Yes, Jake Paul versus Dolly. I mean, for the money, if the money's right, Dolly there. You know what I'm saying? If somebody cancels their fight, you just let old Jakey know. Dolly show up, okay? I'll show up. I'll take that beating. I got a nail gun. Well, there you go. So, you always should lock your doors. Keep an eye out. Anything crazy going on. Especially you in Idaho right now and you see something strange. You really need to be reporting it because, like I said, there is a killer in that community. But there's a killer in every community. And he's watching you. Okay? You never know. I'm just saying. If you look, statistically with the FBI, okay, that there's an active serial killer in almost every state in the United States of America. That means we are breeding crazy ass people that will kill you in your sleep. Okay, think about it. In your sleep. While you snoring, sugar plums dancing in your head, there's some dude standing over you with a butcher knife. Okay? That's crazy. That is crazy. So, get a dog. And the thing about this is, they had a dog. I wonder why the dog didn't bark. You got to get one of them barking ass dogs that bark at everything. Like, you can't sneak up on me. Lolo's going to let me know. My dog, that little chihuahua, is going to bark his ass off. And then by that point, it's going to wake me up. So at least I have a little bit of time to defend myself. You're probably right. It's scary. 300. Welcome, everyone, joining us. Every unsolved stabbing crime, the dog and the old couple and the girls, what happened on the 13th of the month? Yeah, and like I said, this is, I found 2 other stabbings that were similar to this. And both of them happened on the 13th. And both of them happened after 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, is there something to that? Like, is it like a ritual killing? Is there some satanic dude that is out there and on the 13th at 3 in the morning he comes and strikes? I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking, though, that if he's killed this time, it's going to be a little while before he kills again. I think the police are putting out the threats to keep everybody cautious. Like lock your doors. The killer could strike again. But that's a big difference from what they were talking just a couple weeks ago. Oh, the public, there's no threat to the public. You ain't got to worry. There ain't no killer. This person just wanted that person dead. That's it. These other people, they were just there. It was like, oh, hell nah. If you capable of doing that, all right, what if that killer gets mad at somebody else again? Okay? Let's just say it was a targeted attack. But that was a target attack by a killer. What if that killer gets mad at somebody else? What if that killer gets mad at you? What if that killer gets mad at Dolly? We can't have that. I don't want nobody coming in, stabbing me and my little chihuahua while we sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Because Lolo sometimes be knocked out. I don't know. We be knocked out, drool. No. That would be a terrible way to wake up. Okay? I woke up in a lot of bad ways, like a pissed off mood. I even had an ex-girlfriend one time hit me while I was asleep, right? She was drunk, but she hit me. And but think about waking up with somebody sticking a knife into your chest. Okay? I mean, by the time you go to defend yourself, you're already like severely wounded and probably dying. So, I mean, you ain't going to have much of a chance to fight. And there were so many access points to that house, So, especially people that have sliding glass back doors. My house don't have a sliding glass back door. That always worried me, houses with sliding glass. It seems like it's too easy to get in or somebody can just bust you back, you know what I'm saying? Walk right in. So, I've never liked houses with sliding glass as back doors. And most people think in this killing that took place in Idaho that the killer came in through the back sliding glass door, because there was rumors going around for a lot of times they didn't even keep that door locked. And it's a college place, so these kids are jumping from like dorm house to like and they're just coming in and out. And seeing that it was a party house, I had heard in the very beginning that the code had got out tons, okay? Like tons. Guys, we got like 900 with us. 900 of you. Beautiful people. But y'all ain't hit that thumbs up button yet, right? We only got 300 likes. Let's get those likes up for your boy Dolly. Okay? I don't want to end up homeless, living in Idaho, and get stabbed. Okay? We can't have that. We can't have that. And we don't want me that so far in the algorithm down next to a dude that collects Legos. Okay? We need to get my videos out there. People need to see this ugly face. Okay? Because it'll give them nightmares. And nightmares keep you up. And if you're up, killers can't stab you in your sleep. Okay? So it's important right now that you share my video to everybody in Idaho. Right? Because when they see this face, they won't be able to sleep at night. Okay? And when they can't sleep, that means they'll be alert. And that means a killer can't get them. So by sharing my ugly face, you could save a life. Okay? That's important. That's important right now. Life saving is important. To share this, guarantee you, you're not sleeping comfortably. Okay? You'll be alert. You'll be alert. You'll be like, a killer, right? And you'll be able to fight, defend yourself. You'll be able to do it. All right, look, I'm going to open up the phone lines. I want to hear from some of you beautiful people. What do you think about the police putting out that this serial killer could strike again this weekend? That's what they're saying. I ain't making that shit up. They're saying this dude could strike again this weekend. He could be at your back door. He could be peeping in your window. Right now, you look outside and there's a white Hyundai Elantra parked in front of your house. Dolly says, run! Okay? Fast. Fast as you can. Jump out a window. I don't care what floor you're on. Run. I don't care if it has a Domino's delivery thing on it. You don't know. That killer could have put a Domino's thing on top of his damn white Elantra. You thinking it's a hot pepperoni. Next thing you know, you know, you dead. You don't want that in your life. You don't want that in your life. You don't need it. You don't need it. Okay? It's the old pepperoni bait and switch trick. I've seen it before. Think it's Pizza Hut. Next thing you know, it's a serial killer. Call Papa John's. That is the phone line to call in, 757-797-6694. You guys give me 1 minute. Let me open up the phone lines. And of course, it is on the top of the screen. 797. I guess y'all found it. Dolly!
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 Mab!
Mab! What's up, Mab?
Oh, I was feeling like shit this morning, but feeling better now.
Okay, the serial killer is on the loose. He may strike again, according to the authorities.
Wow, that's bullshit.
You don't think he's gonna strike again?
No, there's always a cool off period. This dude ain't just ripping through.
What if his cool off period's 2 weeks?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, because it's been years between them other stabbings.
Yeah, this dude's older, strong. He's probably targeting the house. But why did the one get stabbed a hell of a lot more than all the others? That's my question.
Maybe that's the one that woke up. You know what I'm saying?
I think the ones that woke up were Sir Noodle and the dude.
What, with the defensive wounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the one with the stabbing, the one that had the most stabbings, did she have defensive wounds?
I imagine I would try to defend myself if somebody came and ripped it.
Well, I mean, if you're asleep and somebody pierces a knife through you, it's going to be hard to really defend yourself. Think about it. It's really going to be hard to defend yourself.
I got a 90-pound half lab, half coyote sleeping in bed with me, and a 45 right next to me, so they ain't getting me.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you didn't have that and somebody came in and plunged a knife into your chest,
people got to understand that you got to prepare yourself for this kind of shit in advance, especially as kids. You can't just be docile and walk around hoping it doesn't happen to you.
Yeah.
I'm ready for that shit right now.
Yeah, that's what I've been telling my kid. I was like, I'm getting you a gun. We're going to go start practicing shooting it. Because, she got roommates and she got her first place. And I'm thinking, but I already got her Ring doorbells, cameras. You know what I'm saying? So you just ain't killing my kid without me seeing you.
I just saw a mountain lion and there were 3 cubs on my Ring camera this morning.
Yeah, so
That's
them cameras
not
are important because if something does go down, it's caught on camera, you know. It's crazy,
Yeah.
all them college kids there, and they didn't have no cameras.
I know. I tried to hook up a ring here at my house. I got it at my other house, but it wouldn't work. So I got these other ones, and I got to wait for an electrician to help me.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
cameras on
that's
my house.
front end
I even got cameras in my studio. If you walk in my studio, it takes 3 pictures of you, starts videotaping you with audio. I can actually talk to you and be like, hey, get out my studio, you're going to
Yeah.
jail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can yell at somebody from my hidden camera and say, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing here?"
Yeah. So my cameras, they got speakers and shit on them. So I'm like, technology's great. You got to have that these days because there are psychopaths and killers. And, you know,
Mountain lions.
I tell everybody, you know, hey, I'm pro gun. It's good people should have
Yeah.
guns. It's bad people
Yeah.
that shouldn't have them.
The more guns you got, the less crime you're gonna have.
Yeah, because people come in your
Yeah,
house, they
right.
know they're going to get shot.
That's just common sense.
So,
All right, I'll let somebody else get on.
all right, Mab, you be good, my man.
All right, bro. Peace out.
All right. So he don't think that killer's going to strike again. Paper Cut Tina, thank you for all your love and support navigating these YouTube streets, Turtle Gang fam. Thank you, Paper Cut Tina, for your super sticker. Good to see you. Good to see all the turtles out there. There's over 1,000 of you in the room. Make sure you hit the damn like button so Dolly don't end up homeless, okay? I'm just kidding about the homeless shit, but hit the like button. Hit the damn like button. So is this killer going to strike again? That is the question. Hit up the phone line, 757. I don't even know what the damn number is. 757-797-6694. It is above me, up top. What do you think?
Target.
Dolly.
I work at Target.
Dolly. I don't know what that was, but hey. Let's hit that like button, everybody. That is right. All right, let's do it. Dolly. Okay. Somebody's on a hang-up mission today. And guys, if you call in, make sure you turn me down in the background. That way there's no echo. You're constantly getting put in timeout. Dolly.
Hey, this is Francis.
Hey, Francis. How's it going?
Good. So I have this photo. I don't know if you can find. I could probably send it to you. But it's of the girl Xana. Xana. And it's her. I don't know how old this photo is. I don't know if it was just this past Halloween, or if it was a Halloween previously. But it shows a picture of her and her friends, and they're all dressed up for Halloween, and they all have like a white shirt on, and there's a bunch of like tear marks, and there's blood on the white shirt, and they all have like fake knives.
Oh, thank you, Jacqueline. That's weird. And thank you, Jamie, for joining the murder crew. I heard that the other 2 roommates, my daughter told me this. She came in and she said, Dad, you know, I find this weird that nothing happened to the roommates, and the roommates were locked in their rooms. And then right after that, she said they went out and got matching tattoos. I didn't even know that. That the 2 surviving girls went out and got matching tattoos. For some reason, that made my daughter super suspect of them 2 roommates. I don't know why. She's something about the tattoos and them going into the tattoos. She was just like, I think something's up with them roommates. That's what my kid told me, you know, and I was like, and she got roommates, you know, so I was thinking, I don't know. Maybe it's just luck that they were quiet and the killer didn't hear them down there, or that door was locked and it is a metal door. And to get through a metal door, you're going to have to make some noise. And if you make noise, then they're going to alert the authorities. So maybe that's why the killer didn't choose them, and they ain't got nothing to do with it.
And I think these girls in the photo, I think these are all from the fraternity that she's in. So I don't know. That kind of just makes me wonder, like, is it like something like a fraternity thing? Because like sometimes they do like weird stuff.
I mean, I don't know. I don't hazing, but I've never heard of people like murdering people, you know, for college fraternity stuff. But maybe somebody was mad and it's more than one person. Maybe somebody was driving that car and somebody went into the house, because they say that car was at the scene of the killing. That white, I don't know exactly how they know that, but they seem to be pretty confident that that car was there.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. There's like new stuff coming up all the time. So I'm just like, I don't know. I hope they come up with a new press conference with like validating the information. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. And
that would be
a lot of it was strange. Not only the tattoos my kid brought up, but the whole how they reported the stabbing was strange as shit. With the fainted person in the house, and it was called a person, unconscious person, and then they get there and they find that there's 4 people stabbed. That's strange, a little bit. You know, and, I mean, there's some strange things about the roommates. I ain't trying to blame the roommates. My kid is. She was like, yo, them roommates, you know, like, she's like, I don't trust the roommates, but I'm like, I don't know. And another thing that was really strange is there's no damn blood trail from that house. You think you would stab that many people, there'd be blood everywhere. There's no blood on the outside of the doors of the house. There's no blood leaking down the steps. There's none out the back porch. Nothing. Like, what, did the killer kill these people, take a shower, then walk out the house?
That reminds me of Lizzie Borden. Did you hear how supposedly she was you know, in trouble? Like, they thought that she was the one that killed her dad back in like way back in the day, but they're saying that she like killed them when she was naked and then like took a shower afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not trying to get DNA evidence on you. I seen a Clint Eastwood movie a long time ago where there was a killer, and he would actually go in your house naked and kill you. So he would shower, he would wash off and stuff like that. So he didn't have blood on his clothes, and then he'd have his clothes all neatly folded and put his clothes back on. And I'm thinking that's crazy, because then you know, like, you plan that. If you know what I'm saying, you're completely psychopathic, plan on going in and kill. I don't know how people think like that. Let me just go in here and brutally murder a bunch of people for nothing that's never done nothing wrong to you. Like, you got to be sick and twisted in your head.
Kind of sounds like premeditated too.
Yeah, whoever did this planned it. This wasn't something they just said, okay, I'm going to go just walking by a house, said, okay, I'm going to walk in here and stab these people. Nah, they knew they were going there. They, you know, most of these killers, they stalk their prey. They watch. So whoever it was watched for a while, knew what was going on, and then struck.
Yeah.
But look, hey, I appreciate you calling in.
All right, thank you.
Hey, you have a good one.
Thanks, bye.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Do y'all still think it's a college student? I think the police are reeling it back a little bit from the college student stuff now. I'm thinking this is just a random killer. All right. Follow them to the taco truck. Dolly.
Dolly.
What's up?
Hey, I've got a couple questions. There was a dog that got killed, got skinned alive over there, maybe about a mile
A
from
dog?
there. Yeah, I got skinned in like a week later.
You got to turn me down in the background.
I'm on speaker, so my phone is broke, so can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I can hear myself echoing in the back.
Oh, I turned the computer down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's why I was just wondering if them two was connected. With maybe he skinned the dog.
Well, I've heard the police say that the dog stuff has nothing to do with this. That's what they've said. Now, I don't know how true that is.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, then I seen you on. I figured I'd jump on and say hi and.
All right, my man. You be good.
All right. You too. Bye-bye, Dolly.
Yeah, I mean, the police have said, you know, a lot of people have brought up the point of them dogs being skinned in the neighborhood, okay? That there could be some kid or young teenage dude out there that's twisted up, you know what I'm saying? He's probably listening to some Slayer talking about, yeah, let me skin some animals. I don't know. I don't think that type of person is going to have the capability to commit such a brutal crime. I don't know if you could skin an animal, you know, maybe. I couldn't do that. Like I said, I've never went hunting. I can't kill a deer. I can't kill, you know, I can't do that shit. I ain't the one for it. Like, I get queasy when I see blood. Like it makes me nauseous. I'm like, ugh. So I'm a big sissy when it comes to stuff like that. I couldn't do it. I couldn't go in there, and kill a bunch of people. You have to be built for that, right? You have to be, or you have to snap. But this ain't a scene where somebody snapped. This is somebody that's just crazy. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly, it's Short Legs.
Hey, Short Legs, what's good with you?
Hey, I heard that there was sneakers hanging from the wires down the road from that house. And around here, that means stay out of that area, that somebody lost a bet.
That they lost a bet.
Yes.
Huh. I mean, I know people throw sneakers over lines all the time, but I don't know, if that has anything to do with
the meaning of it.
Yeah, I mean, people do it for different reasons, I think.
Yes. Well, I just
in a gang neighborhood, it might be like stay out or something like that, a warning, but I don't know. I don't know if the shoes over a power line have anything to do with it, or the dog getting skinned. That's a pretty busy area, so I'm sure there's a lot of crime and weird
I
shit.
doubt that had anything to do with it. I think this is somebody after people.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I believe he's doing it for a thrill.
Yeah, these are thrill killers.
And then
this is a
he
serial
gets
killer.
to sit back and watch all the news media go crazy, and people go crazy and worried. People buying more guns.
I bet I wouldn't be surprised if he's been out there back to the scene of the crime. Why the media's been out there, standing around watching?
Probably.
I swear
they always go back to the scene of the crime.
I don't know what it is.
Yes.
They always go back. Like, I didn't do it. I'll help you look. I mean, sometimes a killer be out there like trying to help. It's weird.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah, you never know. You might look over and the killer be standing there beside you. Like, what happened here? Walking up asking questions and shit.
You never know. You just never know sometimes.
But you don't think it's a college kid either. You think it's just...
Oh, no. I think it's a definite serial killer. To kill 4 people at one time like that? Oh, my God. That in a vicious kind of animalistic type of way, that's just...
Yeah, it ain't like he walked in there and shoot 4 people and run out the house. He walked in there and brutally stabbed 4 people to death. That's up and close and personal.
Totally not normal, yeah.
Yeah. Well, be safe, lock your doors, and I hope you have a great holidays.
I have a sliding glass door, and I love to put wood on fire outside, and oh my gosh.
Well, just make sure you lock that door at night and don't forget. Make it a routine so you don't forget, and make sure that door stays locked, because it's always, it won't happen to me, and then it happens to you,
I know. Yeah, it could happen, I guess.
Especially this time of year, it's best to keep everything locked up anyway, because there's a lot of
thieves.
Yeah,
around the holidays, people get crazy.
They get crazy, and there's thieves, and it's just best to keep your doors locked right around this time of the year and just remind yourself to check them.
I know. I have to double check.
So stay safe, and if I don't talk to you, have a Merry Christmas.
I have a special lock on the bottom of the door also, the sliding glass door.
Uh-huh.
It's called a foot lock.
Uh-huh.
And it's an extra lock. It's very good to have.
Oh, yeah. Them sliding glass doors always worried me. Always, when I lived in places that had them, I'm like, man, somebody's going to break in my shit. I always just felt like I was going to go home and all my stuff was going to be gone.
Right. They are easy to break into. And years ago, we would always keep a baseball bat in the bottom in the sliding area.
Yeah. I used to have a little piece of wood that I cut out that sat on the bottom rack that it slides on, so you couldn't slide it.
Yeah.
So, but all right, it's good talking to you. You be good.
Okay, take care.
All right, peace.
Peace out. Bye-bye.
Yeah, keep them doors locked up, especially around the holidays, because you'll have all your Christmas presents around the tree. Next thing you know, some crook, some crackhead looking like Billy Joe then broke in your house and stole all your Christmas presents and gave them away to Toys or Tots. I don't know. I'm just playing. I had to throw that jab. So, what was I going to... There was something I wanted to talk about in that situation, too. It'll come to my mind in a second. Dolly.
Hi, Dolly. It's
Hey.
Angel.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm good. I took time out of my Christmas party to listen in, and
awesome.
I'm 50-50. Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of believe, I feel as though you could be right, like it's a serial killer. Because not someone from a college, I feel, is going to have, that much strength to kill 4 people and then just walk out and not have left anything behind, like no trace of evidence, no nothing. I feel as though, you're right. It's not the first time they've done it.
Mm-mm.
I also feel like I feel like that person could have been stalking as well, like, to see who was there. But the roommate thing, I'm with your daughter. It's kind of weird that
That's what my daughter, that's the first thing she said. She's been getting more and more into true crime, too, which is crazy because one day when I die, she gets to take over the channel. But it's cool to see her bring it up to me. Like, she was sitting here and she's like, yo, Dad, that Idaho thing, well, you know what is weird to me? And I was like, what? I was surprised she followed it. And she was like, the roommates. She's like, that's really weird to me that they're locked in the house, can't hear nothing, didn't hear nothing, didn't come out to check on nothing, and then her thing was the tattoos. I don't know. I guess my kid, all her tattoos mean something to her. Like she's gotten little things with different things.
Right.
So she thinks that it has some meaning, the tattoos. It's like their bond.
Agree.
Like maybe these two, maybe they did something together and they're bonded forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It seems like a twisted movie.
Yeah, it does. It's definitely weird because I've seen people commenting in the chat saying, it wasn't weird to them because it's traumatic. But like, this is something that just happened. It's super fresh.
Did you ever see the movie Hostel?
Yes.
Remember in the movie, after you killed everybody, you had to get a tattoo. You had to get that tattoo that symbolized that you was the wolf, that you was a hunter.
Yeah.
That you was a killer. So they would know when other killers came across you, they would know you was a killer.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying, I
Creepy.
don't really suspect the roommates. My kid does.
Mm-mm. So. Yeah, I just feel it's weird. I'm also with it.
And you got to remember, she's their age, and she's living in an apartment with roommates. You know what I'm saying? So maybe she's watching her roommates all close and shit now. Like, I hope none of these chicks try to kill me.
Right. It's probably scary for her. I don't know. It's so weird. So many people keep saying, well, they were partiers and it was always loud. Screaming and hooping and hollering and having fun is a totally different scream from, oh my God, I'm scared for my life kind of scream,
Yeah, a difference in partying scream and a damn I'm dying scream.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I know.
And if you were able to fight back at any point, you were screaming. You know what I'm saying?
You'd be screaming.
So them people that had defensive wounds, you can believe they were screaming as they were fighting for their life. So how they didn't hear it, or somebody stomping through the house, it couldn't have been quiet. How could you kill that many people quietly?
I know. I think the same thing.
And most of these people were stabbed, not their throats cut. So they were stabbed in the abdomen. So they didn't they died quick. Okay, they didn't die instantly.
Brutal.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And thank you, Raven, for joining up.
Yay! New
turtle member. Got her shell. So, this is a brutal killer. So everybody in Idaho, you need to lock your doors. Not only Idaho, but right there probably in Oregon and stuff like that too. Because this killer's probably within a 150-mile radius or something like that of his crimes.
I agree. I definitely feel like it's probably someone that has some sort of background that is, strong and probably an actual hunter.
Or it's something to do with that college that's bringing this killer to that area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't doubt the killer lives in that area, but I think this killer frequents that area a lot for some reason. either in
Yeah.
transit or something to do with his job or something like that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So he's moving around. He's getting around that area a lot. He knows that area a lot, and he's striking late at night. So I believe that this dude is like somebody that's an older person that gets up and goes to work every day that you could look at and go, man, I don't think that's Joe from down the street. Joe's the killer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Them were the serial killers. The dudes that like they work the 9 to 5 and then at night they go out and kill your ass. You know, and then they got a family, 2 kids, wife don't know.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They're like they're
Just never
clueless.
no signs.
You can never tell what's in somebody's mind. And you never know what somebody's doing when they ain't around you. You know what I'm saying? You can't control people. Imagine people that wake up and find out their loved one is a serial killer when they get arrested.
I know.
They done been married to the person 30 years. They done murdered 30 people. You just sitting in the dark like, he told me he was on a fishing trip. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what?
Yes.
Yeah, he called me and everything. He had the chick tied up. Oh, yeah, babe, I caught a big fish. It's a big one. I'm bringing home a nice one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You chopping people up over there.
I know. That's so crazy. So it's so weird that you bring that up because I actually have like a little story about that. When I was like 20 years old, my mom knew this guy, and I guess she knew stuff about him that I didn't. And either way, like she set us up like a matchmaker. This is like 12 years ago. And come to find out, when I was going to work, this guy took my car and went and broke into a teacher's house and held her against her will.
Damn.
And then I had detectives calling me when I was at work. Yeah. I had a detective call me when I was at work and was like, you know, hey, whatever, are you at home? And I'm like, no. And he's like, well, your car's here. And I'm like, well, I'm not there. And he's like, well, I'm looking for this guy. And I get home and there's like 30 cop cars there. And I'm like, what did this guy do? Yeah, he broke in her house.
So your mama hooked you up with some lunatic.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
What?
And she knew that he had been to prison, and I didn't know that. And my mom knows.
Don't let your mom pick your man no more. Okay?
Never again. Never again.
Wow.
But it's crazy because you don't really know what people are doing behind your back. And, you know, I had no idea. And I was like, wow. Yeah,
so tonight, if you're married, roll over and look at your significant other and be like, I wonder if they're a serial killer.
Right.
You know, especially if they take a lot of trips.
Yes, they're gone a lot.
They're gone a
lot,
right?
God only knows what.
So, but all right.
Okay, honey. Well, have a good night. We're
you be
finally going
good.
to our Christmas party. I will.
All right, peace.
Bye.
Yeah, that's true. You never know. You just never know. You know, you don't know what's in somebody's mind. Aries girl, let's see. I kind of agree with your daughter. I think it's someone who is friends with the surviving roommate who intentionally spared them. Family member, maybe. That's possible. What if they didn't do it? What if they do know who done it and they just didn't do it? You know what I'm saying? They knew it was going down. There was some cryptic, you know, Paper Cut Tina talks about it a lot. Them cryptic messages that were going back and forth between kids, like 3:30. Just shit that didn't make sense. They were doing it on Venmo and things like that. Dolly?
Hello.
Hello.
So it's Miss Dolly.
It's Miss Dolly. Well, it's Mr. Dolly. How you doing, Miss
We had
Dolly?
this conversation with I'm doing great, so I want to call in and 100% serial killer.
Serial killer, 100%.
Yeah.
And we ain't talking frosted flakes, we're talking people.
Yeah, so I'm in Washington, at the border of Idaho. Serial killer.
Thank you, Linda.
Literally what I think.
Yeah, I was thinking serial killer because it had Ted Bundy vibes from the very beginning. I ain't saying Ted Bundy did it, of course, but it had those kind of vibes. I was like, yo, this is kind of like a horror movie mixed with like some Ted Bundy shit. And I was like, this is a serial killer.
A month. 4 weeks. A month.
You kind of got to go with your gut. My first gut instinct was serial killer.
Stay with you on that. Yeah.
My daughter thinks roommates. My daughter thinks
roommates. I know she does, but I don't.
A lot of people think college kids. I'm thinking it's somebody that is around the 40, 45 age range. White male.
Probably.
And either has military experience or he's an avid hunter. Because you got to be able to deal with that type of blood, and you had to been able to kill before. That's what I believe.
I'm pretty close with you on that. Like, I kind of feel, all the vibes. I think maybe 30 to 40. We'll see, but freaking, I hope the cops catch them.
I hope the cop catches them too.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die either.
If they don't catch them, there's going to be more people die. That's for sure.
Exactly.
You can't kill like that and say that person ain't going to kill again. But that person just brutally stabbed people for nothing. Pippa, good to see you, Pippa. 12 months. Remember?
They don't have anybody. They have no suspect.
Nothing. I know.
They're like, yeah.
If they don't get you in the first 48. I watched all the seasons of that. They usually don't get you. Exactly. That first 48 hours is critical. They didn't really have much in the first 48. And then, they put out this car, but that car, is one of the most common cars on the road.
Yes.
I was riding around. I seen 10 of them in just in my area. Like,
right?
It was like during the DC sniper days. Okay, I remember during the DC sniper days, before they knew they were in a white Malibu or the car they were in, they thought they were in a white van. Right? And like, you know how many white vans there are? There's thousands of white vans on the road. How do you...
Dude, that is so true.
So how do you determine? You can't call the police every time you see a white Elantra because there's a million of them. So the car tip really don't do much good for you unless you say, hey, we're looking for a white Elantra with 3 white males. One of them has a mohawk and a damn mullet. You know what I'm saying? Then you got a little bit of, but just a white Elantra ain't a clue. That shit, there's a billion of them. There's 50 of them in the neighborhood. Every person that's named Jack owns one.
No doubt. They have nothing. They have nothing on this. It's very scary. I don't like it. I don't like that I'm somewhat close by, and I don't like it. They have nothing. I feel like they literally have nothing.
Yeah, I feel like they don't have much either. I mean, unless there's something they're not saying, because they are confident that car was parked outside of there. So that may be something, but I just think what they're giving right now is real vague. Just a white Elantra, too. I mean, that could be anything.
4 weeks. 4 weeks after the fact.
Yeah.
Like, I actually
look
don't
for this
really
car
know.
now that could be on Pluto. It could have done drove across the country. It could be parked across the street over here. There's a white Elantra on my street.
It's a serial killer who was super tense, super calculated, and didn't get caught.
What brutal serial killer rides around in a white Hyundai Elantra? I mean, I guess they got to drive something. I'm always thinking Jeepers Creepers. I think there's a certain kind of car that a serial killer, at least a truck with some KC lights on the top or something. You know what I'm saying? I can't just see you pulling up in a Taurus and stabbing me. You know what I'm saying?
It should be like a 96, car.
No, it's the Ford Taurus killer, or something,
Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody made a good point. Bundy drove a VW. Yeah, he did. He drove that Volkswagen. That's true. He would handcuff people to the fucking floor mat of it and shit. So, Bundy. That's what made me think it was a serial killer, is Bundy. This has Ted Bundy written all over it. Ted Bundy would have did it a little more brutally, though. He would have bashed your head in. You know what I'm saying?
This is more brutal than that.
I don't know. I don't know if you can get more twisted.
When you have the knife?
Ted Bundy was I think I'd rather get stabbed than somebody bust me upside the head with a log. I mean, I don't know. I mean, bash my brains in. I don't know how I want to go out. I don't know. It's hard to pick a way of dying, But
I'd rather have a hammer than a knife, but I'm not sure.
I wouldn't want to ran across any of these people ever.
Yeah.
These people are what horror movies are made of.
Yeah, exactly. And I hope that they get a person. I'm done waiting. Like, it's very frustrating. It's very scary, but I'm ready to. I got my bat.
All right, got your bat. That's all you need. Don't get stabbed.
I'm trying.
All right. Be good.
Peace.
Happy holidays.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye. Bundy had a completely different MO. Oh, Bundy was a sick dude. Dolly!
Oh my God, I got through.
You did it.
I haven't.
You can do it.
You can do it.
You can do it.
Kelly, but you can do it. It's Kelly E. I haven't called you in like 6 months.
What's up, Kelly E?
How you doing?
I was waiting for Kelly D to call, but since Kelly E called, we good.
It's Kelly E. Anyway, so I really think that with this Idaho thing, I think it's going to be somebody from that town, but I don't necessarily think it's going to be a student age person.
So you think this is some person from that town that just is their first killing? They just went out and brutally killed some people?
I mean, within the first few interviews.
What if it's over a drug debt?
Nah.
Hey, young people, they party, college age. You might, owed somebody for a damn some Colombian Bam Bam, and they done sent somebody up in there and stabbed your ass up over the money.
No,
I don't believe that either.
No, I think it's somebody who felt socially shunned for some reason, whether it was real or not. You know what I mean? Just, some people who are socially awkward, they can perceive things the wrong way, and next thing you know.
Somebody said they think it's an older person too. Yeah, it could be somebody. Usually though,
I'm thinking 30, early 30s.
It's always somebody you don't expect. If you look at somebody they look like a serial killer, they're usually the nicest people, like me. See how crazy I look, but I'm really nice. Now, you see some nice people, you thinking, oh, they're nice, and them are the ones that stab you in the neck. You know what I'm saying? You can't trust them nice-looking people. They pretty, they might kill you.
Oh, hi, Rocket Queen. I love her. She's such a lovely person.
So, I don't know. Like, Ted Bundy didn't look like a serial. He did when he was in court. His eyes are crazy. Like, when he gets enraged, he looks crazy.
But see, do you know that Ted Bundy was in politics?
Well, he dabbled in politics.
He dabbled, yes, but he was charismatic and outgoing and handsome and not socially awkward. I mean, he was the complete opposite of your typical serial killer profile.
I wouldn't say that most serial killers are socially awkward. I mean, if you look at, I don't think John Wayne Gacy was socially awkward. There's a lot. I mean, some of them are socially awkward, but Jeffrey Dahmer may have been. He was a little He kind of was a little.
And you know what's weird about him is he's the only one of all of them that ever showed any remorse.
Who, Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yep, he actually showed remorse, and
he was still twisted.
Family.
That dude was twisted. Really twisted. Like his brain was twisted.
Did you watch the movie that was the story of him like in high school? My friend Dahmer.
I've read so many books on Jeffrey Dahmer and so many
No, you
movies
gotta
and
watch that though.
Films of him talking and Jeffrey Dahmer's.
I know, but
I tried to buy his fork. I ain't even lying. I did. It was up for auction. I bid it on it.
You tried to buy his fork?
I tried to buy a fork that was in his house. I didn't get it.
You sick? Fuck.
I mean, I wanted to put it on my wall.
No, I'm kidding.
As a joke. And there's all these sites that sell like autographs from like Charles Manson and different stuff, right? Pictures and paintings from like John Wayne Gacy. There's one painting from Gacy that goes for like $50,000. Right, but anyway, so there's all these collector items from serial killers. Believe it or not, there's a market.
Oh,
for
I know, and
so
from Manson, a lot of
stuff.
there
was a Jeffrey Dahmer when he he got sued. The family sued Jeffrey Dahmer for millions. Okay, a preacher in Wisconsin paid the money, okay, because they were going to auction off Jeffrey Dahmer's shit. And the preacher thought that it was evil, and he didn't want that stuff going out to the public. So he drug everything of Jeffrey Dahmer's out to the street, and he burned it, okay?
Oh, my God.
So all the belongings except for what was taken into evidence was destroyed that Jeffrey Dahmer owned by a preacher.
Really?
Yeah. That's
I did not
crazy,
know
ain't
that.
it? Yeah. He paid
Yeah,
he
is
paid the
crazy.
family and then took everything property of Jeffrey Dahmer's and destroyed it.
In a way, I don't blame him.
So
You know?
so the things that were taken into evidence somehow leaked from the evidence into the general public and had went up for auction. Okay? So
They were selling it?
They were selling it. They were selling it. They were selling a toaster oven. They were selling a spoon and a fork. They were selling not only were they selling it, but they were selling it with the shit that they took it from, the evidence shit from the locker, like the locker it was
my
in,
God.
the proof that it was
Like that?
there. They had everything. They
Did
had
they get in trouble?
no. No. However it leaked, once it was out, it was out. It was for sale.
Well, that could have been, but I'm saying that could have been grounds for a mistrial if
This was
no matter,
years.
No matter
this is years
after.
later, but that them items were up for sale on this site, and they were auctioned. It was an auction, a live auction, and I was sitting there watching it, and I'm bidding on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm bidding on the fork, and the fork sold for like I think $1,200. A fork.
Oh my God. Did he?
A fork.
Did he eat human? with it?
No. This is just a random fork that was in his fucking drawer. It was it.
Well, how do you know he didn't eat somebody?
You
with
don't.
It?
You don't.
Wait. Okay. Have you watched Don't Fuck with
But
Cats?
this fork was taken into evidence. Why would they take the fork into evidence if something wasn't done with the fork? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So something was done with the fork, and what was Jeffrey Dahmer known for?
Eating people.
That's right. So when you come in and you see a fork framed on the wall, you be like, what is that? You be like, well, that's Jeffrey Dahmer's fork. Don't make me eat you with it. You know what I'm saying? It was just I wanted it for conversation. I just wanted it for a conversation piece. Like, man, that's Jeffrey Dahmer's fork right there. You know, who the hell? But I didn't get it.
I have a lot of benches.
You know who owns all this stuff? You know who owns the biggest collection of serial killer stuff out there?
Who?
The dude from Korn. This Jonathan Davis of Korn.
Jonathan Davis?
Yeah, he collects all kinds of serial killer.
He has the biggest serial killer collection of stuff. My husband
and he was a
Korn,
mortician for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really? Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, he is a creepy dude. I mean, far as what he's into. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But see, I find that shit fascinating. I've been to an autopsy when I was in, like, college and stuff, and just it fascinates me. But I think why I'm so obsessed with it is because I want, like, that murder is because I want to understand it, and I can't.
See, Dahmer, he had separation problems. He thought if he kept a piece of you, he was keeping you. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want you to leave. If you would have stayed with him, if you'd have stayed with him, he didn't have a problem with you. It's when you tried to leave that he had a problem. You know, he didn't want.
And all serial killers have like a different thing.
Yeah, he didn't want you to leave. You tried to leave. He was trying to turn people into zombies and shit to keep you around. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't want you to leave. He had that's a weird guy. All right, well, look, you have a good one.
All right, you too.
All right, peace.
All right, bye.
Yeah, I mean, just think, these people are out there. And these are the ones we know about. Think about the serial killers or the people out there killing that we don't know about. Okay, we see how sick the ones are that we do finally catch. The Bundys, the Gacy's, the Jeffrey Dahmers, and all these people. We see how sick, but think about the ones that were the world now, how crazy it is. Serial killers are getting crazier. People are getting crazier. Daddy!
Dolly!
Yes.
Hey, I hope you're doing really good on your Christmas season this year.
I hope you sell, because I cannot wait for the Commando Center.
Oh, boo. And speaking of sell, everybody that ordered a custom hoodie from me, I got them shipped out last night.
Woo!
So all
Yay!
the hoodies, all the soap has been shipped out because I promised everybody I would have everything shipped by the 10th, so you would get it by Christmas. So if you ordered by the 10th, it's out. Everything's been shipped, so you ain't got to send me a million messages. I've already shipped your stuff.
But does that mean like your Christmas selling before the Christmas is over?
No, you can still buy soap and stuff, but I can't guarantee.
Right, everybody up there, everybody up there in Dollyland, y'all just keep on buying, because we want to see the Commando Center come fast.
Okay. Yeah, by March anyway.
I'm excited.
I ain't too good in the cold.
I'm excited.
I'm not too good in the cold.
I'm excited, though. Listen, I'm just wondering. I got a question, and I got to pick your brain over this.
All right.
Okay. They made so many calls to Jack D, right?
Yeah.
10 phone calls. What do you think about him killing the one and having, say he killed Maddie first, and then he had Kaylee at knife point, and he had her call Jack D over, but it kept going to voicemail, and then he used or have her use Maddie's phone to call 3 times.
What do you think the target was Jack D?
I think it's just a theory, it's just a thought, it's allegedly thought in my head for live phone calls that was done, and she was really trying to get him to come over, right? And so what he was going to do was wait for Jack to answer the phone, and there was supposed to be like some reason why he needed to come over, right? That he was supposed to give notice to Kaylee to have him come over, and so he didn't get the response that he wanted, so he went ahead and killed Maddie.
Yeah.
I mean, Kaylee.
Wow.
I'm just wondering what?
Listen, that theory is a really good theory. I want to share a story with you real quick, okay? My friend Sammy Jo, she was murdered just like a year and a half ago, and what happened was this dude showed up. He was dating her. She was dating this dude, and they split up, and she started dating this new guy, but the new guy was a psycho, okay? So the new guy, she left the new guy and was hiding from him. So the new guy didn't know how to get a hold of her, but he knew how to get a hold of her ex-boyfriend. So, and her ex-boyfriend is my friend also. So the ex-boyfriend hears a knock at the door. When he opens the door, there's a dude at the door with a gun in his face. Pushes his way into the house. He's like, "Where's Sammy Jo?" He's like, "I don't know where Sammy Jo's at." Right? So he starts beating him with the gun and shit. He forces him to get on the phone and text her telling her dog got ran over and that she needed to get there immediately. Okay? So Sammy Jo loves her dog. She had this little dog she loved to death, and not knowing, she goes there thinking her dog's been ran over. Okay? And when she get there, she walks in the house. The dude is there. He has a gun. He grabs her. Okay? So he has both of them at gunpoint. And I guess she's arguing with him or begging for her life. You know, I'm begging for the life of the dude that's her ex-boyfriend. And something happens, and she runs and she jumps out of a 2-story window. Okay?
Oh, my God.
And when she does, she lands on the girl. Okay, there's actually this girl that sold me my Corvette. Lives underneath them. Okay? I actually bought my Corvette from their neighbor, which lives directly underneath them. So
nobody wants to buy that Corvette now.
Right? The girl I bought my Corvette from is walking into her house. And as she's walking into her house, Sammy Jo literally lands on top of her. Okay? When she jumps out the window, the girl just don't. The neighbor don't know what's going on. She's just coming home. The girl that sold me the car, and the girl lands on top of her, literally on top of her. She's walking in her house because she jumped out of a 2-story window. Just crazy, right? So Sammy Jo hits the ground, and when she gets up, she's hurt, but she's still trying to run. The dude runs out the house, shoots her 6 times, and kills her. Right? and takes off.
Oh
So
my God.
he runs around the corner. His ex-girlfriend picks him, his ex-wife or something picks him up.
What?
Yeah. He's in jail right now waiting to go trial. So when he goes to trial, I'm going to make sure I go. I hope they hang this dude.
But what about the ex-wife? What, she was in on it too?
No, she actually had said that he was holding her high. She just said a bunch of stuff like to say she wasn't. But yeah, he went up there and just murdered her. He went up there and murdered Danny, the dude that was with her. When she jumped out the window, Danny ran out the back door. Right? She jumps out the window. It gave Danny enough time to run. Little does Sammy Joe know, she saved Danny's life. He was going to kill both of them. He was going to kill both of them. Nobody was walking out that apartment that day. You know what I'm saying? Sammy Joe hadn't jumped out that window and messed up the game plan, they would have both been dead in that house. He was killing both of them. So
so that's what I'm thinking. And with the dog situation, you know, we both, you know, the text message, I guess, said that, or message, I don't know how it got out, but we both own this dog, and something, you know, we don't know the rest of the message, but, you know, she was using, you know, to try to conversate with him about the dog, you know. So, but, you know, the 9 or 10 calls that was made, it's like, we don't know who, if Maddie was still alive, you know. And then the other thing is that who is Maddie's boyfriend? Who is Maddie's boyfriend or ex-boyfriend?
Can you step away from your mic just a little bit? It's like super loud.
Sorry.
Okay.
Do you know who Maddie's boyfriend is?
Not right off. I would have to look. There's so many of them. I get them all confused.
Because Dylan introduced Maddie to her ex-boyfriend, and Maddie and Dylan used to have you know, and had a good relationship.
They're saying, chat room saying Jake.
Jake, what? What's the last name?
I don't know.
Jack, what? S-C, A-B-C-D-D?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, they're exes too, but Dylan's the one that introduced them. And I don't know. Did you know that Maddie introduced, that Dylan introduced Maddie to her boyfriend?
Yeah, but I still don't think it has anything to do with the kids whatsoever. But look, I appreciate you calling in. We got other.
All right.
You be good.
All right.
All right.
Commando Center on its way.
Peace.
Peace.
But yeah, look, people set you up. Like I said, my friend Sammy Joe, she was set up. The dude forced the guy at gunpoint. The texter of the dog been hit by a car. When she showed up, she was murdered. You know, like I said, that dude is still waiting to go to trial for that murder of my friend. And yeah, I hope he rots in hell. You know what I'm saying? That is the craziest thing. And he's just mad. You know, if I can't have you, nobody will. And murdered the girl. Like, Dolly.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hey.
Hi, it's Paper Cut.
Hey, Paper Cut.
Hi, I'm glad I got through because I have some notes. Can I share my notes?
I bet you do.
Where.
Hold on, let me tell people to like the video first. We got 1,400 people in the room, and we got 700 likes. So that means half of you out there in the ether haven't liked the video. So do me and Paper Cut Tina here a favor, real quick. Let's see if we can at least get me to 1,000 likes. I can live with 1,000. 1,000 sounds. That's 1,000 sound good to you, Paper Cut Tina? Sounds like a good number.
Do it for Lolo.
For Lolo.
Do it for Lolo.
Do it for the Lolo. Do it for the Lolo. Okay.
You and
all right,
Lolo, not me.
Let's hear your notes, but let's don't make it 20 minutes. Let's make it 5 minutes.
Okay. All right. So
Go.
We might be going down a bit of a rabbit hole, and I don't like doing that, but this is really, this is something nobody's touched upon with you yet. Back at the Venmo payment, with Ethan Chapin paying Jack K. There's talk going around the the internet saying that Ethan and Xana or Xana were driven around by Jack K, which is Kaylee's ex. And the Venmo payment was sent at 11:40 p.m. So we kind of, if that's true, we'll know where they were then. Now, so they believe that was for fuel. And then the 3:30 a.m. Venmo was sent to his sister, Liz K. Now, I really, really feel that when the cops unravel all of this, there's going to be a lot of people involved. The other weird thing is that Ethan's memorial GoFundMe, Jack K donated $6, then $6 to Xana's, $6 to Maddie, and $6 to Kaylee. And, you know, there's the reference 666, Satan, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but that would be 6666. That's one
no,
too
I know
many
that's
sixes.
Even more. It is. But people just
That's a
don't
whole lot
know
of
why.
evil.
It's a whole lot of sixes. Like, why,
Okay,
you know? Now, this is really weird.
Would it have been a big deal if he would have put like 7777? Then it'd have been like jackpot.
Yeah. Well, but listen to this. This account of his is connected with another IG account, and it's called Deadly. Deedly. Yeah. And on these posts are replicas of the K-bar knives. It shows two people with those. Yeah, I swear. This is why I had to call in, and I probably blew up your phone or your ear. But and then it says Sigma. It shows two guys with those like funny long hats that go over your whole head, and someone's behind them with this replica of a K-bar knife, holding it up like they're going to be stabbed. And under it, it says Sigma rule number 1: eliminate the biggest threat in the room. I'm not even kidding. And then on November 15th, after these killings, there was a post made that said, best weekend ever, ! Okay, now let me look. So people are kind of wondering if Jack is connected to this account, okay? They're not really sure. Also on Jack K's, some of his posts are says real murder drones. There's also a drawing of murder bots with 3 females
Okay,
and a fourth of a male.
Shannon says the 6 is reference to I got your 6.
Okay.
Like I got your back.
Okay, okay. See, my mind just went somewhere. If they were stabbed in the back at all, any of them, then that could be a reference. But see, I'm going down a rabbit hole, and I don't usually do this. Now, if Jack K is affiliated with this account, people believe he is beyond a following. Now, the other thing is this. He followed all 4 of them, Maddie, Kaylee, Xana, and Ethan. And none of them on his IG, and none of them would follow him back. So I don't know. You know, to me, it's really kind of odd. I honestly still think that it's Jack. What is it again? Well,
Jack K. There's so many Jacks.
Well, I know the show hoodie guy. I'll just call him hoodie guy. I still think it's him, but I think he did it for people. And I think there's, women involved and men, and I think but I do think that Ethan and Xana were witnesses and collateral that had to be eliminated. That's my belief. I really hope I'm right, because I'll feel proud
Yeah, I think
about myself about something.
I think if it has anything to do with young people, then it's connected to the roommates inside that house. If it has to do with anything else, I think it's a serial killer. But if it's anything to do with college kids and roommates in that basement, they know something.
Yeah, and actually they really might. You know, they really might know. They might have known what was going down. We don't know how much, but we'll find out, and thanks for taking my call.
All right, Tina, you be good.
All right, thank you.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
All right, we got them likes up to 800 now. We're getting close to 1,000. We got close to 1,500 of you beautiful turtles in here with me. And if you ain't a turtle, make sure you sub up to the channel, join up, become a member, support Dolly. You don't want me homeless, right? I look a lot better on the internet than standing on the interstate with a sign that says "Feed me." Okay, just playing. But yeah, definitely a serial killer in Idaho is my thought. If it is young kids, like my kid said, she's like, "Look, I don't trust the roommates," and you know, I was like, cool, my kid's into true crime, right? Or at least into this, you know, because these people are about her age. So she's looking at it like, yo, you know, they moving out, they're getting their first place, they done got brutally murdered. You know, I'm getting my first place moving out, I don't want to get brutally murdered. So I think she's kind of into it. Dolly.
Dolly, how's it going?
It is going.
I have just left the murderous state of Idaho.
I was there. I visited. You know, I wasn't there when them college kids got killed, though. Just letting y'all know.
I was there, but I will tell you, it was a cheap place to buy a pilot, a Honda Pilot. Okay, so now I guess a launcher's cheap. I just want to tell you, I ordered the soap.
Awesome.
I had already took my butt back home to Georgia, and my daughter got all this fabulous because I got the soap set. And he probably sent one for me and one for you. And she's like, no, it's all mine. There's a whole bunch of everything. She said, and it's just glorious. So.
Okay, so your daughter got it, but you didn't.
Yeah, because I used her address there and pay it Idaho because that's where I was.
Oh, okay.
But then I bought that pilot and I said, I'm gonna beat this snow and get on back to Georgia. And so I'm like, well, I'm sure, he said, "No, Chelsea," and she's like, "No, Mom, it's one. It's all for me, and it's glorious. It's one of everything." She said she got bath scrubs. She said she got everything in it, and I'm so mad.
Okay,
so well. If I order and hook me up again.
Yeah, you had to put the address you're going to be at. You know what I'm saying? Or people keep getting your stuff.
So people.
Well, at least your daughter liked it.
Oh my gosh, she loves it.
Okay,
and. So I need to tell your people to order the sets, not just a bar of soap. Get the set.
Well, I don't have any. I don't have it. Actually, I'm out of the sets are out of stock. All I have is soap right now.
Well, whatever you did it wonderfully.
My custom hoodies, I only have like two X's left. I'm almost out of everything.
Oh, well, Lord, I need a 2X anyway. I'm a big girl.
So there's only a couple things I have left. I have Christmas Wish soap left. I have some raspberry lemonade left. So there ain't much. Most of everything almost sold out.
Well, that's what I was wondering, if you just maybe like scrambled and put a whole bunch of stuff together for the set, because the order had been back in October.
Well, usually I make the sets like weeks in advance before I even start selling them. So this time around, I didn't make the box sets. I just made couple different soaps and things like that.
Well, whatever. You must have just really went out of your way to do it because you was just shocked. For
the box set had like the sugar scrub in it, the bath bomb, the candies. It had a bunch of stuff in it.
Yeah, she said she was just
candle.
shocked.
Yeah, it had a candle in it. It was a bunch of stuff.
You said it sucks you didn't get it. She goes, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to put some more sets back out. It'll probably be sometime next month.
Well, I just wanted to tell you, she said it was very generous. Of course, I didn't get it, even though I paid for it, but I don't mind her having it. But I wanted to thank you for that. So, and again, these launchers going to be cheap, just like a Honda Pilot I just bought was.
Okay, well, I hope you enjoy your Honda Pilot.
Well, since I can't enjoy the basket, I will enjoy this Pilot. You take care, Jimmy.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Well, that's good. She got her stuff. Well, she didn't get it, but I'm glad her daughter liked it. I bet her daughter's happy. Dolly Soap is the best. Best in the game at gmail.com. Okay, best soap in the game. That's how you order. Hit up my Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, pay for the soap, which is $14 with your shipping. Screenshot where you paid. Send it to bestsoapinthegame at gmail.com, and I'll get your soap sent out to you. Oh, don't forget your name and address. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly. This is Shanna Marie calling from Buffalo. How are you?
Hey, Shanna Marie.
I'm just calling because everyone keeps referencing the $6. I sent you the super chat about how the 6 meant I've got your 6.
Yeah, like I got you back.
Kaylee and Maddie had a joint GoFundMe page. and he actually donated $12 to there, not 6, so it's not 666. He actually donated 12, so it's 24. So that has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, I didn't
That's all
think
that was.
I didn't think it had much to do with, you know, no satanic cult or nothing. I think this, my biggest thing is I really honestly think it's a serial killer. I don't see any other, because it was so stealthy, middle of the night, nobody seen nothing, nobody really heard nothing, no witnesses. This
Right.
People are saying it's sloppy. Boy, if it was sloppy, somebody'd be in jail. This shit seems like a hitman did it.
Well, that's what I was saying. I said from day one that I don't think this is like just random. It was somebody sent there with a purpose. It was professional, somebody who's done it in the past. I truly believe it was a college professor of
You
some
think
sort.
so? That's the first time I've heard that one.
I do. And I think Ethan was the target, and it had something to do with the frat.
You know, I used to live I lived in this apartment at the oceanfront, and my neighbor, he was a professor, a college professor. He was, what did he do? He did like science or something. But he was a cool ass dude. He was a surfer guy.
Yeah. But no, I mean, it might be a professor that's linked to the fraternity, or it could be a professor that's traveled around and has done this before, like cross-reference other murders with professors that happen to be in the state at that time.
Huh.
That's my opinion.
A psycho killer professor.
Yeah.
Killing 101.
And I was to say, and then my other, I mean, if that doesn't it, my other one would be that it was still a college professor, but he was after Kaylee because she was leaving. And he was obsessed with her throughout the year and knew when she was back in town, saw her out or something like that, knew that that was his last chance.
Oh,
along
yeah.
the lines of, if
yeah.
I can't have her
I didn't think
time.
about that one. What if somebody liked that girl and they knew she was leaving and was like, all right, I better kill her now.
Right, which is, like I said, that's why it leads me to, like, college professor.
My thing is this, if somebody likes you, why would they kill you? That's my only crazy, I get people are psycho, but, I mean, why they kill you? I can't have you, I'm going to kill you thing. I don't get that.
I don't get it either, but who knows how their minds tick.
Yeah, exactly.
You know. So, and then the other thing I wanted to, I said it in the chat, you probably didn't see it, but I had ordered a bunch of soap from you, and I had gotten return emails, but I didn't get one on this last one, and you said they were all filled. So when you go off air tonight, can you just double check and send me something back?
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
All right.
All right.
What?
Thank you. Have a good night.
Okay, peace.
Bye.
Yeah, guys, if y'all got an order in, hoodie, soap, it's shipped, okay? I think there's 2 sample sets or something that haven't shipped. There might be 2 or 3 orders that haven't shipped, small ones. But everything else is shipped. And that stuff's going to ship probably tonight or tomorrow. All right. Still, my shipping takes about 3 to 4 days to get to you. So if you order, you still have it in time for Christmas. I guaranteed if you had it in by today, I would sure have it to you by Christmas. So, but my shipping usually takes about 4 days. So if you get it in, you'll still have it in time for Christmas. Dolly.
Hey.
Hey.
You still taking calls on who's the theories?
Yeah, I'm still taking calls.
I still think it's going to be the security guard for the campus.
The security guard for the college campus is the killer.
Or an ex-police officer.
With a candlestick.
The ex-police officer.
It's an ex-police officer. Yeah, but why? Because, I don't know, most police officers wouldn't stab you, though.
I don't know, you got some pretty... I don't know, they got some evil backgrounds, too, you know. And I'm all for cops, don't get me wrong, I am, but... You gotta look at that one from Chesapeake that went all the way to what was it, Oklahoma, California, and killed that girl.
Yeah. We breed a bunch of crazy cops around here. That's why I said I don't mess with the police in Virginia.
I don't mess with cops.
They shoot you, ask questions later. I mean, literally, like they'll ask you when you dead. Like, they don't care. They kill you here. Police are crazy.
But also, the roommates could have brought somebody back with them, and nobody knew about it.
My kid she's so skeptical of them roommates. Like, I didn't think too much of the roommates. I just think they got lucky. But then the more you think about it, if I was the roommate, would I be that lucky? No, I'd be the first one dead. That's the kind of luck I got, right? And I'm thinking...
Well, you look at it like this. You played in all these bands, your bands and all, and I'm pretty sure you've got toasted a time or two.
Yeah,
but
nobody stabbed me, so I guess I'm pretty lucky.
Well, it's not ever been to the point that you couldn't hear a noise or something.
Oh, shit, I've been so unconscious, you could have walked up and stabbed me to death with a toothpick. You know what I'm saying? I've been hammered, sleeping in a bush on the side of the road drunk. So, I mean, I don't know. Jägermeister, that's a hell of a drink, you know?
For the Jaegers.
Them Jaeger bombs black me right out. I fall wherever I'm standing.
Nah, I have to stay with the red snappers.
Yeah, that Jaeger, I had to quit it. I was like, yo, don't let me drink Jaeger. Just don't let me do it. It's just one of those things that shouldn't be done. It's devil juice is what I call it.
Well, do you think it's going to go cold?
This case?
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but yes.
I agree with you.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I believe that, this is a serial killer. It's the cool down period, and he's not going to kill for a long time.
I agree with you on that part.
I don't know why they're trying to scare the community now, saying that this killer could strike again this weekend. Why scare the community now? You wasn't trying to scare the community when it was happening.
And especially when Kaylee's daughter, daddy wanted to put reward up. Why not?
I don't know why you decide. Yeah, why not put a reward out and things? They don't want them big reward signs around them colleges. They don't want people scared to go to that college. You know what I'm saying? They don't want people to think, well, I don't want to send my kid to Iowa because they might get killed. Or Idaho. I said Iowa.
I mean, they got to realize this is nationwide. It's all over the world anyway.
Christmas Wish is left. We have raspberry lemonade, and I think we have Crunch Bars left. Yeah, I mean, it's all over the news, but I mean, you ain't riding up there and the first thing you see is a big billboard with a missing, murdered kids on it, dropping your kids off to the college campus.
Wow.
I mean, I know they're adults when they go to college, but, when families are driving up, that's still your kids in the car. You know what I'm saying? Even though they might be adults, they're still your babies.
And then they put a gag order on all the students in the frat houses and all that. That just...
I found it weird. It's more about... This is off campus. This happened right off campus.
Right.
So why is it so controlled by the college if it's right off campus? Like, why are they doing the news conferences and shit at the college? Like, and why when the police ask questions and open it up to reporters, they always let the college people go first? I mean, I guess it's because they're upcoming reporters, but it just seems really college controlled, and that's probably why they're not putting up rewards and they're not putting up big signs. But I mean, it is national news. You can't hide that. But I bet if they could, they would. If the college could get this shit off the news, I guarantee they want it off the news today.
Oh, yeah. But plus they're doing all the evidence right there at the college, too, testing all the evidence in their lab.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't even know that.
Well, you better stop watching.
I thought the FBI was doing the testing on the...
It's been done all right there at the college in the lab.
Huh. I don't know. That seems a little odd.
But I just, and about them going upstairs, I honestly think that he was already, whoever it was already there, because Kylie had already moved out. That's the reason
and
she
why
stayed
did
in the
Dad say the cryptid thing like he didn't even have to go upstairs? That was weird. That's weird coming from the dad.
Right.
So,
I believe he got them two first, and the reason she had so much severe wounds than anybody else is that's who they were going for.
See, my thing is this: I would think whoever put up the most struggle is going to have the most wounds, because that's who you're going to stab the most. If you're trying to kill people and they're fighting and they're not dying, you're going to stab them again. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I would think whoever had the most wounds was the one that put up the most of a fight.
Well, she had the most wounds.
Well, then, to me, I would think she's probably the one that fought the most for her life, and he stabbed her more times, you know, and that's why it's so severe. And the thing is, there's no way if these people were fighting for their lives, like they're saying they'd have defensive wounds, and them roommates in that basement didn't hear it. You know what I'm saying? That house, you would have heard that. 3 o'clock in the morning when it's pitch quiet, you're hearing screams of murder, and you don't know the difference between somebody dancing around a party and people being murdered.
There's something behind that, and then they waited. They called everybody else before they called 911.
There's a lot of it that don't make sense to me with the roommate. And I wasn't really paying him much mind, because I was thinking, well, if the roommates did, the police would be all over that, you know. But I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know.
Ethan got it is because he heard the noise. He come out, and the killer seen him.
Yeah, but see, so many people, there's so much misinformation. Even the police in Idaho came out and said, you know, like, don't put out misinformation. See, I'd be talking theories and things like that, but far as the facts, you know, there's people on the internet saying he was stabbed in the kitchen. I don't even know if that's real, because when I first heard the police come out and speak, they said these people appeared to be attacked while they were all sleeping. Why would you be sleeping in the kitchen? You know what I'm saying? So people run on the internet with these weird, crazy stories, and it starts spreading, and then you can't tell what's real and what's misinformation. You know what I'm saying? And I know people don't tend to purposely spread misinformation. They just hear something somewhere, and then they tell it, and then somebody runs with it, and next thing you know, we all got misinformation.
True.
So,
but I really believe that's how it went down. I mean...
Okay. Well, look, I mean, I appreciate you calling in.
All right, Bob.
All right,
Peace.
You be good. Yeah, I mean, you know, they're already saying, and that's in any case. You don't want to purposely be spreading misinformation. I never try to, you know, usually I'll be like, what if this happened, or what, you know, because we're throwing theories and what ifs and things out there, you know, just talking about it, discussing it. But you got to stick to the facts, or what are facts. The internet, you know, is really good about spread misinformation, and it's like I said, people sometimes don't even intentionally mean to do it. It's just they hear this place and they trust this person, then it's wrong information, and there's a lot of that. If you just want 100% what's going down, just listen to the police, okay? And that's the most accurate information you get, is what's coming from the police. So they're hunting for the car. As of now, no car, no suspect of who was in the car. All right. Now you can believe us internet sleuths looking into the kids, the boyfriends, people like that. You can believe the FBI and the police are doing that nonstop. So, you know, I thought, you know, with modern science and technology and DNA, that it's hard to get away with a murder. Apparently, it's not so hard to get away with a murder. Okay. And, you know, I know what it was that I want to talk about in the Quentin Simon case before I forget. That, you know, the chief down there said he had a lot of evidence before they even found the body that he could have made a conviction on Leilani. You know? That's what I'm hearing. My thing is this, is then why let her sit free for so long? If you had all that, right, I wouldn't have been down there. You see what I'm saying? And now he's like, yeah, we would have been a slum dump before we been. So all them months, all them weeks are going by, they could have convicted her without it and still been searching for the baby, but they didn't. That kind of pissed me off a little bit to hear that. I was thinking, you had enough to arrest her and have her in jail, and you didn't. Right? That just upset me, because that could have saved me from being down there arguing with people, me from grabbing the bullhorn. You know what I'm saying? It's that cause and effect kind of thing. I'm thinking, man, if you would have just locked her up with the evidence you had, it would have saved me all this trouble and me going to court in damn Georgia. Okay? I'm just thinking she should have been in jail. Everybody on the internet knows she should have been in jail. Everybody in Georgia knew she should have been in jail. All right? And you knew she should have been in jail. That's what makes it so bad. I'm like, damn. Dolly.
Yeah. I just want to say a little comment here about the roommates.
Uh-huh.
The surviving roommates.
Yes.
I don't think they had anything to do with it. I personally think they were back there. They were asleep. They had their doors locked. And think about this. A lot of people sleep with their televisions going.
Yeah.
I know I sleep with my TV on. Or a lot of the young people.
I got to have silence and a fan.
Yeah. Or a lot of people sleep with their TVs on. A lot of the young people sleep with the radio going.
That is
true. They do.
That is true.
And so, you know, they're not going to hear nothing. Because they've got another device going.
Maybe that's possible.
And, you know, when you got all those roommates and you're trying to sleep and you know they're going to come in and make noise and wake you up, you're going to more than likely sleep with the TV going or music or something.
Yeah, but why didn't the killer go in there and kill them?
Because they probably had the doors locked.
Yeah, but how did the killer get in the house?
And he's not going to kick that door down because then they're going to wake up and start screaming. And he doesn't want people hearing screaming.
Well, he done killed everybody else.
And
in
I
the house,
believe that's the reason.
At that
because
point,
if people in there tried to kick the door down, they would immediately call 911.
That's what I would think,
and
too.
they would start screaming.
That's what I would think, too.
And there's houses very close to where they live there.
So you think the killer just went in there and killed anybody he had access to?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
believe that to be
believe.
true, too. You know, and then just
Uh-huh.
left. Instead of getting seen or heard or anything, he just killed what he could kill.
Right.
And left.
You know,
That's what made me think it was a serial killer. Because if you were mad at somebody,
if he would have shot him with,
like if I was mad at you
shot
and
him with a gun
to kill you, I wouldn't go kill everybody around you.
A gun makes too much noise. All those houses next door would have got woke up with a gunshot. So yeah, they use a knife because it's quiet and it's quick.
I don't know if it's quick.
You know,
I don't know if it's
quick.
quick.
It is if you hit the right mark. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but you got to, okay, so you got people sleeping in the same bed. So you're stabbing one person to death with the other person not waking up. But I mean, they've been drinking.
Well,
they had been
wake up
drinking.
they're going to be startled, and they had been drinking too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you just stick one and then probably stick the other and just keep going vice versa. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah, I ain't never sat around and thought about stabbing nobody like that or going up at somebody. You know, that's brutal.
No.
That is like, that's out of my mind scope. Of
But the way I could explain to you is go buy a chicken. Go buy a chicken at the store. Come home, get one of your sharp knives out of your kitchen, and then just go to town and see, you know.
Hell no, I ain't doing all that. I used to raise chickens.
You'll
as
get an
pets.
idea how quickly this can occur.
Yeah, I ain't killing no animals. I ain't killing nothing. I ain't doing none of that.
No, I think
you know what I'm saying?
a chicken that you're going to
Police
cut
ever
up
arrest
is
me, I'll be
wrong.
like, yo, I ain't even capable of that, son. I just,
Right.
you know, there's
But
people.
no, I don't think those roommates had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know,
think so either. I couldn't see just a couple chicks being able to brutally walk in there and stab you to death and just be like,
Mm-mm.
chill. That's why I didn't think the
Uh-uh.
roommates either. Even when my kids
And
said
it
it, I
makes
was like,
me
I don't
angry
know
when I
about
hear
that.
people trying to blame them.
You
just
talking about some
because they
20-year-old
survived.
girls being brutally stab you to death in your sleep. I can't, I mean, I know it can happen, but I just don't
Right.
see that happening. And you would think there'd be some type of evidence on them, even in that house. And I'm sure the police have
And
went
I'm
over
sure
them
this
with a
person
fine-tooth comb.
probably wore gloves.
He's definitely had to wear gloves.
Probably had gloves on, you know. Killers come prepared, you know. That's what they do. Especially serial killers.
Yeah.
You seen that on Ted Bundy and all that? They always had their little kit.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
He had his little killer kit with him.
Yeah.
He had all of his stuff in there that he was going to use.
They pull you over and arrest you here with some shit like that. They'll take you to jail for having stuff like that on you. gloves, rope, screws. They consider it burglary tools or stuff. They got a law for it that they charge you with if you have shit like that. They can actually literally charge you.
Yeah.
Like if you have a little bag with rope and shit, they got to charge for it.
Duct tape.
They're like,
yeah,
because you can't be riding around with damn. You
No,
know what I'm
you're
saying?
gonna
Like
look
you're gonna
guilty as
kidnap
hell.
people, ski masks and damn gloves. Cop be like, what the hell you got this for? Ain't no reason to have
you're
no
like
shit
guilty
like
as
that.
hell. You can be like, what's wrong with you?
Short Legs, thank you for the awesome super sticker. I gotta thank Short Legs real quick. She just hit the big fitness spot. Merry Christmas to you and your family, Short Legs. Thank you so much. That is super awesome.
But I don't know. I think it's a cold case now because I think if they would have already had evidence, somebody would already be arrested.
What about the car?
You know, it's been a whole month now.
What about the car though? Where is this car coming in?
I think the car, because there was buildings close by, there were students staying in all of them. I mean, they'll park everywhere and anywhere. A lot of them have sleepovers, spend the night people, whatever. And they could have just been parked there. Because there wasn't another parking spot where they were next door.
Yeah, I mean anybody could have been dropping anybody off, but it's the same time.
Yeah.
But in the same time frame too, at 3 o'clock in the
Well,
morning.
these kids, they stay up all night. These college kids stay up all night. When they're partying and stuff. No.
Yeah.
They stay up all night.
All right. Well, look, I appreciate you calling in.
All right.
All right. Peace. All right, guys, we're really close to 1,000 likes. We're at like 900 and something. We got 1,400 in the room. If you could, do Dolly a solid real quick. Let's get me to 1,000 likes so I can sleep at night, okay? Because I can't sleep without 1,000 likes. You just can't do it. I'm just playing. All right, unknown caller. Uh-oh, this is about to get good. Dolly.
Hello.
Okay, unknown caller. Call back, but turn me down in the background. It was echoing really bad in my ear. Hello.
Hello?
Hey, you got to turn me down in the background.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi.
Hey, who's
How are
this?
you
Where are you
today?
calling from?
Oh, Wisconsin.
I am doing great.
Yeah, I'm calling from Wisconsin. Home of the Packers. Hey, you do such hard work. Everybody appreciates it. And, you wonder that they say they probably knew the guy.
Uh-huh.
And then there's been a couple other people, they said that they could have been drugged, but if they were, they don't have the autopsies up yet to see if they were drugged, that way they wouldn't have yelled or anything to alert, like the neighbors or anybody.
Well, you can definitely tell they were intoxicated because when you see the girl at the food truck, you actually see her
Yeah.
stumble a little bit. So she had a little buzz kicking.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if, somebody did, drug them or whatever, and when they could have been hiding, like, in the closet
my
or
thing
somewhere.
is the reason I don't think a dude followed her from the bar, because a dude would try to rape you or something weirdo shit. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah.
And
I
it
think
wasn't.
they
It was
knew
just
who
a
he was.
straight murder. So if it wasn't a sexual assault and it wasn't a robbery, and why would somebody get so much of an overkill? Let's just say somebody was mad at one person. They wouldn't go in there and kill everybody.
Well, no. And then the other two that survived, they don't really, I haven't followed up on that. Have they really remember anything from that night or not?
I mean, when Maddie told that dude to F off, I don't think that's the dude, though. You know what I'm
No.
saying? I don't think that
I don't
dude
think
didn't
so
wait.
either.
Because he'd be too, I'm sure the police by now have been all over that dude. And everybody at that food truck, because they clearly got them on video.
Well, especially the one that took off to, Africa or whatever all of a sudden.
I heard
And
he
the
didn't.
parents
I heard
and
he
lawyers.
did. That might be some internet rumor that he took off to Africa. I mean,
I don't know, but yeah, that's what, I don't know. I think maybe they knew who he was because there was no, like, they say they could have went through the patio door, but otherwise there's no signs of forced entry in.
yeah, but they said they had parties at that house a bunch before that. I heard other kids saying that, and that everybody knew the code.
Yeah, well, I don't know what's up with the
And then
dog.
I heard the doors were metal, and once you were inside the interior, they had locks on those doors too. Like, they rented out the rooms. So that's why there was another keypad, I guess, to get into the lower section where the other two roommates were, and that was behind a metal door.
I can't believe that area wouldn't have cameras, especially if that's like a college.
That's what I was thinking. Like, wow. Even, that's what I got my kid wanted for Christmas was a Ring doorbell, And I was thinking, well, that's great because now everything's video. Yeah, everything's videotaped. Anybody comes in your front door, boom, got them. You know what I'm saying? Cameras are important these days. There's so many crazy people out there. Not even that want to kill you, but just steal your stuff, break in your stuff.
Well, yeah. I was just amazed that no one around there would have a camera of some sort.
You would think there'd be hundreds of cameras around that college. Young people, they got cameras on everything.
Yeah, especially, being college kids areas or what,
eventually what it's going to go to is like they do over in other countries where it's like CCTV. Everything's damn videotaped. Everything's monitored. Anything happens. Yeah. It's getting close to that because all they do now is pull up traffic cams in the area. Soon they'll just have cameras on everything.
Well, they don't have traffic cams really, close to that area that they were in either?
I think they do. I think that's what got the white car in the area. I think they've looked at traffic cams around that time, and they've seen this car in the area. And that's why they're confident this car was there.
2 blocks down or 2 minutes away or something like that.
But that time of night in the general area, there's no other cars moving, and that's the only car driving around at that time of night in that little area. Yeah. You can kind of go, okay, well, that's a little suspicious. Maybe we need to find this car.
Yeah, but doesn't the owner of one live like 2 minutes away or 2 blocks away from that house? I thought they said.
No, they don't know who. There's a million of them cars around there. Everybody we found had one of those cars, believe it or not. We were finding all kind of people with them. And the police, trust me, them cars have been seen by the police. The police are pretty confident them ain't them cars. Or if there was, they would be pulling these people in. So they haven't found the car. The cars I guess the sleuths on the internet found ain't the car, and they're still looking. And they have no clue to who was driving this vehicle, or this person's not come forward either. So, and you think about this is national news. If you was out there at 2:30 to 3:30 in the morning driving around, you would, by now, everybody watches the news. You would see the car, hey, I was out there around that time, and you would reach out to the authorities and let them know, hey, I was just out there hanging out with Jody Sue. You know what I'm saying? Not from Tennessee. Different Jody Sue, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever you were doing. Hey, man, I was out there buying some weed from some dude, but you would be like, I ain't a killer. You would come forward to clear yourself. You know what I'm saying? So.
And then they interviewed that president, that one guy of the sorority or with that one house. And when they interviewed him just coming out of the building, he was like real short to the point, saying that we already gave any information that we had to the police already. He didn't really wanted to talk. And he kept like hurrying on, to class. You'd think that he'd talk a little bit more regarding the situation instead of trying to hurry up and get out of there.
Well, I don't think the college wants to bring any more attention to college students getting murdered when they're trying to get college kids to pay all them thousands of dollars to come to that school. So they're trying to.
Did you ever notice that Utah has the highest rate of missing people and deaths besides Florida? I heard that somewhere that if you compare all the states, Utah has a bigger percentage of missing people and or deaths than any other state.
Wow, I didn't even know that. Hey, look, I appreciate you calling in.
All right, well, thank you so much.
All right, you have a good one. Peace.
Yeah, bye.
Guys, this is the link for the iPhone. If you're trying to be a member and you own an iPhone or iPad, I'm going to post a link. That is how you join right there. Let me see if I can pin it. Hold on. Let me see if I can pin this real quick. All right. That is the link. Dolly.
Hey, Jimmy, you going to block me?
What are you blocked on?
Getting in the chat room and chatting.
What's your screen name?
I want hard to touch for the past month.
I cannot find you up there, but I will go back through and look one more time.
Even when I send you the link?
Yeah, I couldn't find it. I swear. I don't know how you're blocked. I looked multiple times for you. But there's so many people, there's been so many trolls, and there's so many people being blocked. There's like 500 people to look through.
Yeah, I know. Molly's going through the same thing.
So
where trolls are going in as moderators and going in there blocking people.
So, I mean, I don't know, but I will go through and look, and if it looks like somebody that shouldn't be blocked, I will unblock it later this evening.
Yeah,
but it's 500 names to go through. I have to put my glasses on.
Yeah, what happened in another room, and all they had to be doing was send them my link to my channel or whatever, and they hit on my link, and then it unblocked.
I don't know. I couldn't find it. I'll tell you, I looked. I had somebody else look. Neither one of us could find it, and there's a lot of names to go through. There's a lot of trolls. There's a lot of people coming in on dummy accounts, so there's a lot of people blocked. You're in that list somewhere, but we just got to find you.
Well, it's crazy, man. I want to get a membership back. I had a membership then, and I didn't even get to use it or nothing.
Yeah, I don't know how you got blocked. I don't know how it all went down, but like I said, I'll try my best to find you.
All right.
You have a good one. Dolly.
What's up, Jimmy?
What's up?
How you doing, brother? It's Gator Man from Mississippi.
Gator Man from Mississippi.
Hey, I got a theory, man. I don't normally call into your show. I watch you all the time and give you thumbs up and subscribe, and I watch all kinds of true crime channels. I got a theory. I want to run it by you. Okay.
Let's hear it.
I think the chick. Which one was the chick that just bought the Range Rover that had an OnlyFans?
That was the Kaylee one, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't know she had OnlyFans.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I think she was the one that was targeted. I think she had already moved out, and she was about to move to Texas. And the girl, the girl with the boyfriend, the freshman, I think that Kaylee had given her room up to the freshman girl with the boyfriend. And I think the person that's the killer knew exactly where he was going, and he went to the place that he thought was Kaylee's room. Okay? So he went in there and realized that that was not who was in there, so he kills them. Then he knows that she's there, so he goes to the other floor where that's her best friend that she's hanging out with. The other girl, I think it's Maddie, and she kills both of them because she's after Kaylee. So that's why the 4 are dead. What do you think about that theory?
Well, people are saying that the OnlyFans is just a rumor.
Oh, okay.
But,
well, I thought maybe
if you
she had a stalker.
Say if you was on a website like that and you're broadcasting and you get some creepy people. I mean, yeah, that's possible. Somebody could see
stalker.
Yeah, somebody from the internet could watch you on like a OnlyFans or one of these cam sites and come kill your ass.
100%.
You never know who's watching you on the internet. That's the thing. Like somebody right now in this chat room could be a serial killer, and I don't know it. And they could be like, I don't like Dolly's face. I'm going to stab him in the eye socket. You know what I'm saying?
But that's my theory. I think when they said it was targeted, I think she was the target. She had just come back to show them the Range Rover. She was about to move to Texas. This person knew where her room was, but she gave it up to the freshman girl because she was moving out, and so she was back there hanging out with her best friend. The person went in there thinking she was going to be in her room that he knew her to be staying in. She wasn't in there, surprised.
So he killed the first 2 people by mistake.
Yes. And then after he did that, he's like, well, I'm going to go ahead and, my target, it must be up there. So that's why the other 2 weren't killed. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but why wouldn't he think, well, maybe my target's in the bottom? What made him go upstairs instead of trying to go down?
Because the other girl,
but
her best friend was on the other floor. You see what I'm saying? So he knew that she was up there because that was her best friend. He knew she was there.
Yeah.
But he thought she was in her room, but she gave it up to the other girl. She was just a freshman. She was brand new there.
So you think it's somebody that was familiar with him and maybe been in that house before?
Yes.
So
because they came in a sliding glass door,
so
you know?
You're still thinking you're going with the college, someone around their age, someone that's associated with them.
Well, I don't know if it's somebody around their age. It could have been an older dude that she was having to deal with, and maybe he fell hard on her, and she was about to move, and he was thinking they had something or something, because from what they say, it's one of those people that was targeted was pretty brutal killing. You know what I'm saying? They haven't came out and said that, but that's the innuendo.
Yeah,
you know what
even
I'm saying?
after they said targeted, they brought that back. Now they're saying this killer could strike again this weekend.
Well, I think that might be one of those things where they don't want all that information out because the killer might relax and say, well, they think this is so and so and so and so, so I'm gonna chill. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Buckeye Girl, for joining up. Yeah, that's.
But just think about it, dude. It could make sense.
Yeah, that he thought that girl was in that room and she won't.
Yep.
So that's why them people got killed.
Yep.
Okay, I'll kick that around. I'll let my squirrels kick it around. You have a good one, man. Happy holidays.
You too, brother. Peace.
All right, peace. Yeah, I mean, it's either that's all it could be is somebody that knows them, or a serial killer. Like I said, most times if a dude follows a chick or some weird stuff like that, it's usually because he wants to do sexually assault her or something of that nature. It's usually a sexually related crime. This had none of that. You know what I'm saying? This is either a revenge. Somebody's mad about something. Maybe they could have owed some money. When you're at that age, you do recreational drugs. I ain't saying that any of these people are on. I'm just saying this is a possibility that, something like this, you could owe drug money. And somebody's like, okay, but it's such an overkill to me to be drug money related. Okay? Because it was a drug thing. They'd have killed everybody in the house. They'd have kicked the door down and killed everybody. It don't look like these people have any like gang ties or street people. They look like good college kids sometimes. Somebody loan sharking maybe, never know. But it looks like it's just so random that it's just some decent kids that were partying and somebody brutally murdered them. Do they have a killer on campus? Right? Is it a college age kid that is committing brutal crime or committed this brutal crime? That'd be scary. And there's no way to think that somebody that could do something like this won't do it again, right? If you can do that, if you can walk in a room and brutally stab 4 people to death in their sleep, you can do anything. You're capable of anything horrible, so they're saying like this killer could kill this weekend. I don't think that's going to be the case. It's too hot right now with the police. Police are all over the place. That killer's laying low. That killer's watching the news, right? He probably, like I said, he was probably out there with Bullhorn Betty and Olivia. That's why I kept telling them don't get stabbed. When I was serious from the beginning when I said serial killer, these people stalk, they watch. They're there. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to be like the YouTuber out there covering this. Let me get this picture. Next thing you know, you getting stabbed up in the neck by a damn serial killer. Crazy out here. Say the wrong thing, make a killer mad. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. You could be a victim. We got any serial killers in the room today? Just let us know. Anybody in here? So we can report your ass to the FBI. I'm just playing. Dolly, what if someone that's mad at Jack and they were demanding him to call their the phone calls? The police addressed the phone calls. They believe that the phone calls were nothing. Just girls trying to call the dude. Had nothing to do with what was about to transpire. You know, that's what they saying. Dolly.
You got that, mate.
What up?
Dolly! You know who it is, eh?
Yeah, what's up, Beachy?
Not much, man. I'm all discombobulated today.
A little discombobulated?
Just a little bit. Oh, Lord.
All right, we got a killer on the loose. We got a killer on the loose.
I know. I told you that. That's what I told you. Remember, I called. I said, "What's going on?" You told me. I said, "She's the target, dude, because she's the X factor that that is getting ready to leave again and is moving on with her life and all that." And yeah, if she had a stalker.
Thank you, Aquarius. Yeah, that's them stalkers, man. They worry me because I'm getting a lot of them lately. You know what I'm saying? And it don't take but one of them to snab you in the neck, right? And I've been counting them lately, and I'm losing count because I only can count to 10.
I can only count to 4.
So once I got over 10 stalkers, I was like, yo, I might die.
Right on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know.
And I got so many of them, they ain't gonna know what stalker did it. That's a lot of stalkers. When you get into double digit stalking, that's.
I think you had something like 32 stalkers.
I gotta get some security. Okay.
Oh man, you need some help. You just call Bitchy. I'll show up and help fight him off.
I'm gonna have to get some security. It's getting dangerous out here on these YouTube streets. Getting dangerous.
It'd be like fighting off zombies looking for your brain.
There's some zombies on YouTube. There's some of them, I swear, they're zombies. They ain't got no brains. Okay? Even if they ate my brain, they still wouldn't have no brains.
They ate my brain too. I don't ever worry because zombies hate fast food. So.
Yeah, zombies hate fast food. Yeah. You know, slow people die first. Anyway. Yeah, serial killer on the loose. The police don't know nothing.
I know.
Right? If we find a good deal on a white Elantra, we know that was the killer, right?
I'll let you know if I see any.
Yeah, like the most common car on the road. You know, there's one. There's one. You would have a better chance of playing Punch Buggy. You see more white Hondas than anything. I'm like, they had a special on them.
Well, some states do have runs on certain cars, you know.
I don't know. I'm just saying, I went out the other day, I seen like 5 of them within like 20 minutes.
Yeah, when you start recognizing them and you notice it everywhere, you know, just like...
Yeah, that's when I know I watch too much true crime. Because I noticed when I started looking for Gabby Petito vans and damn different types of cars, I'm like, I watch too much true crime.
Yeah, that's what my friends tell me when I start pointing out, oh, that's what Gabby Petito and her...
Papercut Tina's lying. She just said, what is Punch Buggy? Papercut Tina, you better stop playing with us.
Don't get it. What?
She was kidnapped by wolves when she was a baby, and she was raised till she was 35, and she's just getting out. You know what I'm saying? They found her in a hidden cave in Somalia, and they pulled her out, and now she's just getting out to realize what damn stuff is.
Let me go too a couple years ago, man. I was raised by wolves.
Raised by wolves. Okay. I don't even know if they got wolves in Somalia, but they probably do.
They probably got some kind of dog out that way.
Dingoes. Raised by a pack of wild dingoes.
Dingoes!
The dingoes got the paper clip. Okay?
Paper cut, Tina!
They got the paper cut. Dingoes got
my paper cut.
So.
Anyway, I'll chop it up with you, man. You know, try a little bit of... I have no idea, but yeah, I have already said that part, and yeah, I don't know about the cars. You know, it's true. People drop people off all the time, different places, different times of night. But yeah, when you know there's a car that doesn't belong, I guess the cops know who lives where and what. You know, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, look, you be good, Beachy. Let me explain to what Punch Buggy is to Papercut Tina so we can educate her, because we know she just got all the dingo captivity. All right. Peace.
Peace.
Okay, quick lesson to Papercut Tina. Punch Buggy is it's a game that people play when you see a punch buggy, a Volkswagen Bug, you punch the hell out your friend. And you say, punch buggy, no punch back. Okay? So every time you see a punch buggy, if you see it first, you get to punch the shit out your friend and not go to jail. Okay? It's a good way to knock the shit out your friend for no reason at all. You just got to keep your eyes open for Volkswagen Bugs. And then when you see one, punch the shit out of somebody. Be like, punch buggy. And it's a free way to assault your friend without going to jail. Okay? These are ways you work your way around the law. Then when you go to court, you be like, look, there was a punch buggy. Okay? I couldn't help it. See, I played it different. Like, when I seen a punch buggy, I grabbed a bullhorn. And I'm going to tell the judge when I go to Georgia, I'm going to be like, well, look, there was a bullhorn buggy riding by, and when I see him, I grab bullhorns. You know what I'm saying? But that is what it is. It's a good way to knock the shit out your friend for nothing, okay? Because they ain't paying attention. Slug bug. And the color. Yeah, punch. Yeah, you got to hit them and tell them what color the car was. So you got to explain why you assault your people, right? You can't just assault them and not let them know why you're assaulting them, right? But the good thing is when you hit somebody and you call punch buggy and there ain't no bug, right? You just did it and lied, okay? You just like, bow, punch buggy. And they were like, where is? I'd be like, oh, you missed it. You missed it. You just missed it, man. It was moving quick. Them punch buggies are quick. They fast. They fast little cars. You know what I'm saying? I punch like a girl. My friends would just laugh at me. Okay, now do you understand, Tina? Dolly!
Hey, Dolly.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm pretty good.
I don't know if you're still alive. I'm catching the tail end of it.
Yes, I am still live.
Okay, so I'm a retired law enforcement officer, detective.
Okay.
And I just want to say, I mean, there's a million theories out there.
Uh-huh.
I think, and as a police officer, we back each other. I don't want to badmouth or throw the Moscow police under the bus.
Yeah.
But it's been a shit show from day one on the way they've handled this. I seriously think it was based on the target was Kaylee.
Uh-huh.
I'm kind of on the fence on whether it's the on-again, off-again boyfriend and her being leaving, or either another student who thought, you know, he might have been in and they were just too good to be like his friend and, you know, their age, and she snubbed him and went after her. But for the police, as long as I've been in the business, local, state, and federal, I have never seen, I know about holding things to your vest. You don't want to give everybody everything.
Yeah.
That's standard. That's common sense. But to not let just little things out there, oh, we want your help, we want your help. Well, how do we give your help if you're not letting us know anything? And I'm not saying give us everything, but give us something that's not going to compromise if you do catch a killer.
Yeah. Like the car wasn't much. The car wasn't much because I said these cars are so common and they just look for a white Hyundai Elantra.
Well,
what does that
when
give
they
us?
First, do you remember when they first, like from the get-go, when the girls came out of the club, went to the grub truck, and then all of a sudden the hoodie dude was supposedly going to just make sure they got home okay, whatever. I'm not looking at him. I don't know. I'm just not looking at him right now for some reason. He's on my radar.
Mm-hmm.
But they called this, whether it was, they called it Uber, but now they're saying it's a sorority kind of Uber private thing.
Yeah.
And they said it was a black sedan. Now all of a sudden we're coming up with a white Hyundai.
Yeah, but they're saying that the Hyundai was parked in front of the house. They're not saying this is the vehicle that dropped them off. They're saying this is a vehicle that was out there at the time of the crime.
No, but now they have changed it from a black sedan to a black that picked them up at the grove site and took them home. A black, what are they saying? Luxury.
Yeah, is what dropped them off at
right.
146.
So it's changed. You know, that's real easy to document. You know, to find out who dropped them off and exactly what they were driving.
Yeah.
But how they can go have a press conference and come out, we have nothing new to tell you. 2 hours later, have another press conference saying something, y'all are totally safe, go about your business. But we don't have no suspect.
Yeah, and today we got stuff coming out saying that this dude might strike again. You know, they reeled it way back.
I was on the phone, and I can't watch. I mean, everything that pops up, I have to. I'm so invested in this because I'm like, yeah, I'm a retired slave on the couch. But no, I mean, I was pretty. You know, like I said, I've worked with the FBI on a lot of task force, and so I do believe these. I don't know your opinion because, like I said, I missed most of your first of the show. I'll have to go back and watch
I've been thinking serial killer. I think that whoever's done this,
definitely, this wasn't a first time deal.
Yeah, this ain't their first time killing, and I think it's somebody that's not connected to them. Because usually killings that are connected to you are the easier ones to solve. When you start getting into stuff where people ain't connected, it becomes hard to connect somebody that has no reason to kill you.
Well, how do you feel about the Kaylee's on-again, off-again boyfriend that moms are saying, oh, they were, you know, she was supposed to be in bratty, and they were going to get married and have babies.
I don't think this is a mad boyfriend because it's an overkill. Such an overkill. You know, if it was just a mad boyfriend, you would... I was just thinking you would wait till she's alone and you would kill her if you wanted to kill her. You wouldn't go in there and kill everybody, and you know what I'm saying?
But see, she was only going to be there for 2 days, you know, and she's probably going to be with a friend.
And that's probably why everybody thought she was the target. But what if that has nothing to do with any of it and it's just random?
And what kills me is when they come up and say the house was the target, not the people in the house, the house.
I don't like that house. Just don't like the color of it, you know? Whoever lives in it must die. No, that's weird.
And burn the house down if the house was your problem?
Yeah, you wouldn't kill everybody in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. That's a weird one.
So,
The house.
I don't know. This thing goes so well. And it's gone, you know, we're at almost a month now with nothing.
That means the killer got away with it.
I think, yeah, and I think he'll strike again. And he'll keep striking.
I said the same thing.
He screws up.
Whoever did something this heinous ain't going to stop. Whoever can do this type of crime is a monster.
Exactly. They're not normal in their head. But basic police 101. Basic. So let's hypothetically take murder out of it. Let's look at it as you left your car parked on the street, unlocked, and somebody comes by and just opens your door and gets loose change, whatever's in your car.
Mm-hmm.
Or they break in your house when you're not at home and steal a TV. Anytime you enter, I don't care how covered up you are, taped up, gloved up, masked up, you are going to bring something in, even you got booties on, whatever. And when you leave, you're going to take something with you, whether it's a carpet fiber, a dog hair, you know, that's just common sense. You're not going to come in and not take or leave something.
The only bad thing when we get into that is there's such a party house and so many college kids being in and out of that house. That there's so much DNA that you would have to go through in there probably to single people out.
And that's what they're going to have to do. And that's what's taking time, and people don't
understand. And you can be talking hundreds of people.
Right. You're exactly right. And people don't understand. Why won't they just come out? You know, they watch, I don't know if you ever watched. Yeah, I did. I watched
CSI. Yeah.
You know, you could solve a crime, but you just
in
put
30
the
minutes
fingerprints on the computer and boom, we got the killer. We go to the house, arrest him, case closed.
Yeah.
It does not work like that. And people not connected in law enforcement.
I remember, dude,
understand.
I was watching the next 48 with this dude. He's like, man, I guarantee you they're going to have this shit solved in 30 minutes. I was like, dude, it's a show. They only got 30 minutes to show you the show in. You know, this this is drawn out over days and weeks of investigation to put a 30-minute show together. Everybody just don't tell on each other. He's like, man, he going to tell in 1 minute. I mean, like, man, he probably been sitting in that room for 15 hours. They just showing you the minute he told. They're not showing you the 15 hours of them interrogating him for the 1 minute he told. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He's like, yeah, everybody tells on everybody so quick.
Yeah, this crime that took place over months and months, maybe. But I don't think it was random. I think it was premeditated to get, you know, in some way. And there are people you can, you know, the neighbor Jeremy in the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone on every, you know, said he wasn't going to talk, and then he's been, I think, on every news. Anybody that put a mic in front of his face, he talks to.
There's people out there like that.
You know, that walks, and he said, oh, I just walked my dog. I walked my dog in front of that house, you know, all the time.
Yeah.
And then now they're coming out with this door that was open for 10, 12 hours, the front door.
Yeah, I heard something like that the front door was open at 8:30 in the morning.
Right.
Yeah, I'm hearing something that I don't know if that's I don't know if that's internet rumors, but I heard that too, that the front door was open at 8:30. That, you know, that's gonna my kid's all over this on Reddit or something. But that's gonna lead to her to think even more that these roommates got something to do with it. Like, they've been up, they were moving around that morning, but they didn't know there was 4 dead bodies and blood all over the damn house. That's weird.
Well, and what is also weird about not releasing, and I get, like I said, as law enforcement, I get what you can release, what you don't. You don't want to put everything you know out there. But the 911 call for an unconscious person, I just heard this today, and I don't remember which channel I heard it on, but so I guess they get up and they're calling the girls, you know, or trying to wake them up. Maybe the door's locked or whatever. But I think the two girls that lived in the basement part of the house got up, and maybe the doors, or they were yelling at the doors like, hey, wake up, wake up, are y'all okay? You know, whatever, at noon. And apparently somebody's reporting, now this is completely hearsay, not factual, that a girl, supposedly, I guess the roommate that was in the basement, one of the girls, seen blood and passed out. And that's why the 911 was called by, because she originally, I don't know, you know how, then they called fraternity brothers across the street to come over, and then there's a lot of people on this 911 call. But apparently she did see blood, or a door was unlocked or something, and passed out. And that's how it was an unconscious person.
Yeah, I know that when it was called in as an unconscious person by the other roommate. Right. Yeah, but how could the other roommate not? You know what I'm saying? It still don't make a whole lot of sense. And if that door was open at 8:30 in the morning, then that means somebody had, maybe the killer didn't leave the house.
No, it was cold. I don't know the exact.
What if the killer didn't leave the house till 8:30 in the morning? What if the killer stayed in the house?
And I also am leaning on the killer was already in the house when they got home.
Yeah, but where were the other two girls were awake? Then wouldn't they have heard the killer?
Well, maybe he was hiding in the closet.
Yeah, maybe that's possible. That's possible. You know, because they had a common area. They had the kitchen. Right. They had the common area on the first floor. So they were sharing that.
Now people today are saying, you know, they think that Ethan, that the male that was killed, was, you know, somebody knocked on the door and said, hey, come outside. He was killed outside. No, I throw that one out the window because
Yeah, I heard he was
there
killed.
been-
People were saying he was killed in the kitchen. I'm like, why would he be sleeping in the kitchen?
Well, but he was not in the bed, from what I understand. Now, that's not factual. That's just from what has come out. But he was in the corner of his room. So, like, possibly he heard something, got up to check a noise. Maybe he got up to go to the bathroom. They took him out first because he would have been
The
if
threat.
it was a one person.
Yeah,
you know,
he would have been a threat.
Threat, right. Then that wakes his girlfriend up, Xana. And then he's got to get rid of her. And if it was somebody they knew, he's got to get rid of all of them because, you know, somebody has seen him or recognized him if he was covered up. I don't know. It's the craziest case, I think, in my whole career I've ever had to, like.
I think they should be looking at some in connections to some of the older crimes around in that area that are similar to this. Maybe not even that close, but home invasions, peeping toms, people that, you know, because it's going to be something of that nature. Somebody's watched them, somebody's peeped on them, and I'm thinking this is a serial killer.
I don't think it was just a random somebody come by, doors open, oh, let me go in there.
And they're going to find crimes similar. Even me, I found, within the 150-mile radius of that, I found 2 crimes that were similar. And matter of fact, on the same days, the 13th, late in the middle of the night, people being stabbed. One person woke up, seen a mask to sell it, right? So this person was wearing a mask. And this has been over a 15-year span. Now, that's a long time. But some killers kill for 30, 40 years.
Right, and get away with it.
Yeah, and get away with it. You know, he might not kill for 5 more years, 10 years, or however the older person is, you know. So, but if he started killing 15 years ago at you know, what you would profile somebody usually around 35 years old, he would be 50 years old now, you know. But
I don't think it was an older person. I really don't.
You know, so.
I don't think it was his first time either, or his first, whatever. I think it's going to be a he. Typically, female is going to be a low percentage of them doing that type of killing with that type of weapon. Of course, they didn't use a gun because if your intention was to go in there and you're going to whatever.
I wonder if they thought to like dredge nearby lakes for like weapons, water. You know what I'm saying? Searching for
if this
knife.
person used the same knife for all 4 people, it ain't hard to put a knife somewhere.
But if you was leaving the murder scene with a damn weapon, right, and you was driving over a bridge and you was driving over, wouldn't you sling that shit right out into the water?
Well, he might not have been.
So if you got pulled over, you don't got a knife on you?
He might not have been in a car. He could have came out of those woods behind the house.
You're right.
And been on a bicycle.
And the car is just a bad lead.
Walking down that street 24/7.
Just coincidence of the car. The car has nothing to do with it. And like you said, somebody could have approached on foot, walked out the house.
Right. It's just crazy. It breaks my heart. I feel so bad about it. I'm like, I even want to go to Idaho. I want to find this person.
All right. Well, look, I appreciate you calling in, and I hope you have a happy holidays.
Well, I'm glad it's the first time I got to talk to you, but I'm a big time follower, and I love watching what you do.
Thank you.
And you have a great day, and I'm going to order some soap soon.
Awesome. Peace.
All right. Peace out. Bye.
Yeah. Everybody, I think a lot of people are in agreement. This ain't the person's first time killing. All right. So this person's killed somebody else before. Who is the question? Dolly.
What's up, Dolly?
What's up?
What's up? First time calling from the city of Ohio.
Ohio. OH.
Go Bucks. OH. I just wanted to ask and just get your opinion on one of the girls' dad has been awful, like been speaking out a lot, and he mentioned something about the police talking to some of his family, his cousins, or like they said they have a big family. So I'm wondering if it was, something to do with like it was a family one that,
Do the police, you think the family might have something to do with the killings?
Yeah, I honestly do, because the dad said something like they got a big family, you know, they need to start talking to a lot of people. I don't know if is it Kaylee's dad? I think it was him that's been talking out with the mom and the sister. And he said they have a big family, so I was just wondering maybe they think they got some vendetta or, you know, some kind of history beef with their family. So.
I mean, I don't know. I think you would have to have some really bad beef to go murder 4 people while they sleep.
True, that is true.
You know, that's going to be some really, really, like, what could you have done so terrible to cause your life? I don't know. I have no clue. Like, if it's college students, it's going to be something stupid. Or if not, it's something real heinous, like, and it's going to happen again. You know.
Yeah, I'm afraid that the murderer is still on the loose. And by the way, my name is Jacqueline, and I did subscribe, and I joined your turtle gang. So
awesome!
Wanted to let you know that.
Oh,
And what do you think about all the Jays and the Jeremys and the Jays and the Jacks?
Yeah, it was like that in the Callie Rodney case too. There was a ton of the people with the same name. But when you got college kids on a campus, you know, it's the common names are going to be there: Jacks, Jims, Johns. You know, them type of things. David. It's just a million people with the same names. It gets hard to keep up with it. Like when people are like, "What's your boyfriend?" I'm like, there's so many Jacks, and I just can't keep up with all of them. I get them mixed up. I was doing the same thing in the Callie Rodney case.
Yeah, the Kylie Rodney case was crazy too. And then, did you see I wanted to ask you, I don't want to give the guy credit, but have you seen what Morris has been doing about, I mean, speculation, everybody's going to speculate, but what he did was so wrong. I was just wondering if you've seen that.
Nah, I haven't.
About the fake video, the 911 call of screams.
Oh, I heard something about it, like briefly, like there's somebody out there that faked something. Yeah.
Yeah, and he did it with Gabby Petito's case, though, too. He did it with the Gabby Petito's case.
Wow.
I'm all about crime, yeah. He actually was the one that said Gabby Petito was pregnant and made fake sonograms.
Oh, so he's just a YouTube hoaxer?
Yes. His name is, I don't even want to say his name, Morris.
Yeah, don't give him no shout out.
So
he's doing effery and not doing stuff legit. We don't want to plug him.
No. But yeah, he's a bad guy.
Well, he'll end up getting in trouble for putting stuff out like that. I think there's legal charges for stuff like that.
Like,
I mean, I don't know.
I thought I seen Moscow police made a statement. I thought I seen it on about the YouTubers making all these crazy speculations that, you know, I mean, it could possibly harm the case. Maybe the Moscow police, you know, they have their suspect, but they got to wait to make their move. I mean, Georgia had to wait to make their move with Leilani.
They didn't have to wait. They had enough evidence. From what I'm hearing, they could have put her in jail. I wouldn't have gotten in trouble if they had locked that girl up.
I know.
I blame that on them.
At least you got that fucking bullhorn.
Hey, disarm the bullhorn.
Alrighty.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Peace.
Thanks, Dolly.
You have a good one. So, yeah, I don't think the police got much. If they had something, there'd be some arrests, there'd be some stuff popping off, but there ain't nothing. They're just like, yo, we want a white car that there's a million of. That ain't really solid lead for the public, right? You should give the public something. Give the internet sleuth something, right? If you put out more information you put out, the less misinformation comes out. You notice that, right? When the police are real open about everything, there ain't a whole lot of misinformation. It's when the police are real secretive and everybody got to be like, I think it's this, I think it's that, I think it's this, I think it's this. I even do it. I'm guilty as shit of it all the time. That's where it gets into chaos. But the more the police come out and YouTubers know to be factual, like, you know, we won't run with so much misinformation. Thank you for the $1 there. I got this. Cool name. Cool name. Dolly thinks it's a serious. I do. I've been from the beginning. That don't mean I'm right. I could be totally wrong, guys. Right? You could be right. It could be college kid. It could be ex-boyfriend. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly. It's
Hey.
Danny B.
Danny B. What's good with you?
I was actually calling to basically tell you what that lady just said, the previous phone caller, that they were debunking they're saying that audio, the scream audio, was fake, and that the black luxury SUV was fake. The front door being open was fake. And then I just watched a clip from News Nation where they were, talking about how today would have been the day Kaylee would have graduated, and, how sad it was that she wasn't there. And then at the end of the segment, they talked about...
Thank you, small town girl. All right, go ahead.
They talked about how they are thinking about filing charges on internet sleuths.
Yeah, I mean, if you're out there making stuff up, thank you, Michelle Tucker. Thank you so much for your super sticker. Yeah, if you're making up stuff lying, like this, completely fabricating stuff in a criminal case, yeah, your ass should go to jail. You know what I'm saying? You should be,
for sure.
You shouldn't be trying to put out clues that ain't real. That's like a fake lead. You know what I'm saying? That's like reporting a fake lead to the police. When you make up something, then you go, okay, that's real, and then you made it up. Right? That's I think go after them YouTubers. Don't go after YouTubers that are putting out theories like, oh, I think it could be a killer. It could be, because then I have the right to my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I don't have the right to come up here and go plant a knife somewhere and say I found this knife, you know what I'm saying? That is when it gets, your ass needs to be in jail. Don't put yourself in some shit like that. You know, unless it's real. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they said they've been getting so many tips, now they're being pushed, tips are going to go to the FBI now because they're being inundated with so many tips. And,
yeah, there's probably a flood of them. A flood of stuff coming into the police. And I mean, everybody, think about every time somebody sees one of them white Honda Elantras, they're calling the damn police. The police line probably never stops ringing.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And did you see the press release that they put out about 8 hours ago?
What did it cover?
They covered, because remember the other night how we saw about like 5 agents going into the house real late at night, and they were in like non-uniform clothes. They were saying that they've added, I'll just read it real quick, and even Jennifer Koffendorfer said this is like FBI wording. So with commencement this weekend, there will be an influx of people coming in from out-of-town. Moscow Police Department and Idaho State Police will provide coverage on campus and in the Moscow area. As always, we want to remind the public to stay vigilant, travel in groups, and communicate with family and friends as you travel. If you have any information regarding the case, please call the tip line. And then it says, we want to thank the public for their continued support. The investigation continues with the same amount of resources, and it lists them. Moscow Police Department with their 6 detectives, 5 support staff. Sorry, I'm trying to read it really quick. Communications team, the Federal Bureau of Investigation with their 46 investigators in Moscow and located throughout the country, 2 behavioral analysis units, Idaho State Police, 13 investigators in Moscow, 15 uniformed troopers assisting with community patrols, and then ISP Forensic Services. So, I mean, it goes on, and it tells you to watch.
They're saying now, though, that this killer could strike again this weekend just because they have a big event.
Well, see, that's why I think when they sent them 5 in the other night, real late at night, because, we know they took everything out and gave it back to the parents or whatever. So why would real late at night, when you're trying to be slick about it, obviously, and not let anybody know? To me, it looks like a special team that went in and, we're just kind of taking a look around, because this is going to be like a special group that are, probably like the best of the best.
Thank you, Columbus.
And so they're probably going in there kind of getting an idea of the crime scene and everything. And, it could possibly be, like you've been saying, a serial killer. So they're zeroing in or trying to on exactly who they're looking for, and that's why they've got alerted the Canadian border to look for this car.
Yep. I think soon they'll come out, and once they have this is starting to go cold, they'll announce that they believe it's a serial killer.
Yeah,
I think so. Because then you can be like, okay, this is why we can't solve it because this dude is, you know what I'm saying?
Done this before.
And then you don't take the loss. You just be like, this is an active investigation. We're gonna keep it open. We're gonna catch this killer kind of thing. Right now, I don't think they got much of nothing. I
just like the school, and they're just trying to keep the. They don't want to scare the students off. They want to keep.
And they're being overloaded, like everybody is on YouTube with different theories. People are calling in saying, "I think it's this." So the police are getting a million different things too. So
for sure.
They got to weed through it and figure out what they think is the most logical thing for them and go that direction. So
yeah,
I don't really think that if you're gonna go in there and brutally kill 4 people, that you're gonna park your bright white Honda Elantra out in front of the house. But I could be wrong.
Right. And what sucks is all of these theories that were basically debunked, they all came from neighbors. So, I mean, that's just scary that right off the bat you have these neighbors just totally throwing the investigation off in the wrong direction,
Yeah, and especially if like you're faking 911 calls or noises or making evidence up, and then the police got to weed through your fake shit. Like that's just bad. Like when people do that, and if the police are saying, hey, if you're interfering with their case, they're gonna put you in jail, then they should. You shouldn't interfere in shit like that. You shouldn't involve yourself in it like that.
Oh yeah,
especially
100%.
Not faking nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there's a crime. I'm sure there's a charge against faking evidence at the scene of a crime, like making up screams and things like that.
Oh, like the one neighbor who said that he heard the scream. You can see the edited history when people make a post. It'll say edited, and you can click on that and see what it said before that. I went to his profile. It's still up and it's public. And, anyways, and you can see that on, I even wrote the date down, like on November 6th.
Hold on, somebody asked, who said the killer may strike again this weekend? The news was saying it, that the police are saying be vigilant, go travel in groups, right? That this killer could strike. That like, look, because they were saying it was targeted, and now they're saying, hey, this shit might not be targeted.
Yeah, because as always, we want to remind the public to stay vigilant, travel in groups, and communicate with family and friends as you travel.
Yeah.
Boom. And I mean, like, there's more. But
don't think this killer can't strike again. He can strike at any time. He can strike right now. You know what I'm saying? It might not be this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
It could be next weekend. It could be any time he wants. He's a killer. As soon as he sees a victim. But look, if you're a monster enough that you have the capabilities of doing this, you have the capabilities of doing it again. Even easier.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, when I looked at his Facebook, it said on the 15th, it said, no, I can't believe this happened right next door to me, and I didn't, he listed like no screams, no this, no that, no blood trail, and then it said 11 hours ago it was edited, and it no longer said no scream, because that's what he had told the news.
Yeah. So he's changing his post up to fit whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, look, I appreciate you calling.
Yeah, no problem, Jimmy.
All right, peace.
All right, peace.
All right, guys, give me 1 second. Let me close this phone line for 1 second. I just got to send my kid a message real quick. She just tried calling me. Let me make sure everything's okay. And I'll be right. I'll open the phone lines back up for a few minutes. Well, listen, let me hit her up and make sure everything's all right with her. All right, 1 second. Okay, I'm getting flooded with messages. All right, let me put I'm live real quick. I'm live. There's an active shooter at the mall. What the? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Are you okay? She answered. Hold on. Hello? Uh-huh. Do you want me to come up there? Shit, I ain't got no... Okay. All right, are the police there? Ain't nobody can get into the store, can they? Okay. Don't go out there. Okay. All right. All right, peace. Guys, there's an active shooter at the mall. Look, let me let you guys go. It's an emergency. Okay, my kid's locked in the store. She's in the back room. There's an active shooter at the mall here in Chesapeake. Holy fucking shit. I gotta go, guys.